Because it's snowing everywhere right now, to be honest. Even up in Northern California, it's snowing everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Who said something about Petty Row? Y'all asses is nosy. No, I ain't said nothing about me. Who said something about that? Y'all asses is nosy. No. Baby, this chicken is chickening. But I did go look at the weather today. I looked at the weather today, and it's 60. That's gonna be perfect, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
I bought me some cute clothes, girl.
Did I tell you I made the chicken and sausage?
Where you at, Just?
Jumbo?
I want my food. No, not aspirin. No.
They closed all our schools. They say we got a storm coming.
Where?
We got one coming too.
Ohio,
we got one.
Subscribe. Somebody subscribed last night. Where Bree? We need to ask Bree how she subscribed night before last. I don't know. It's not letting some Apple users do nothing, y'all.
Yeah, it won't let me subscribe.
I don't know why it won't let y'all. But listen, have y'all tried to put TikTok in y'all app store and see what come up?
Yep, nothing.
A whole
That's how much
Chinese
your
app
phone is
come up.
worth.
Nothing.
Will a Chinese
On
app come up
Amazon.
for y'all?
Really? I didn't get
TikTok in
anything.
my app today to do an update to see what happened, and it showed a Chinese app.
When I
It did not
phone
show-
updated.
It
When I
don't
switch
show
my,
TikTok nowhere, y'all. It don't show TikTok nowhere.
It's
when I
not
switched
in the
my
app
region on my
store.
phone, I saw the Chinese TikTok, but they wouldn't let me download it because it says not available in this region. Damn, where's my TikTok?
The weather's gonna be bad here tomorrow too. There's snow.
You can't pull up no TikTok. It's
No,
over.
on eBay. Hey, if y'all look on eBay,
Even-
people are selling their phones for like $15,000 because they got TikTok on it. Because you can
I
download
got an extra
TikTok.
when I got TikTok on. I need to put it on there.
Look on eBay.
I
These
got it
phones
up.
are bidding upwards to $15,000 just because they have TikTok on it.
Back up.
It's just crazy.
If I keep this out, you'll cook.
I don't know why people deleted their app to begin with. But like my son, he got his phone replaced and he can't download TikTok. He's just assed out.
A question. You know, Apple's doing a free update version. Is it going to update all my apps too? And am I going to?
My phone updated, but my TikTok it was okay.
It was
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
Yeah, long as it's downloaded, just already.
Yeah, but you can't re-download it, can you
No,
guys?
because TikTok has
No.
more affiliation with Apple whatsoever, so it can't do any business with Apple. Period.
I
Now,
see what Microsoft might be buying it.
Androids, I think, can still get. I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if Google, if they've disconnected all ties with Google as well.
No, I have Android. And I can't recharge or anything. Even when I go to the app, I still can't do anything. What it does for me is it takes me to the page that I had 3 or 4 years ago, like I was telling you, and I don't know how to delete that old page, so that if I try to do it again, it would come to this one.
Right.
So I'm still stuck.
I have
Maybe
two different
Google's a
ones.
part of it, but I know Apple can't do any business with TikTok anymore.
So as far as recharging, Miss Martell, I have 2 different Gitcoins.
Wow, Google sounds like Google is involved too. They can't do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Top Shot.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have 2 different Gitcoins on my phone apps. So when I first went in there, I did Miss Peaches, and so I can get coins. And then remember, I was fussing about, Miss Peaches is one of those people that they charge me more money than it was way back in the days. So then I went and I tried to do Miss Olivia Pope, but when I got ready to do it, it brought up Miss Peaches. So what I had to do is actually get on Google, the actual Google app, type in TikTokRechargeCoins.com, and when it came up, it tried to send me to my other one, but I had to put in whatever email address or phone number I used for Miss Olivia Pope.
I did that. It did not work for me.
It didn't work for you. It's both of your...
No.
So that means both of them are connected. That means both are connected to your phone. Yep.
Yep. I've had this phone forever. Seems like
where your name is, if it says Miss Martell, is there a way you can push a down button and see if there's another one you can add one?
No.
That
Well, on my phone, I think I could add the other name, but I don't want. I never used. I haven't used that page in like 4 years. I don't even. I have nothing to do with that page whatsoever. I'm on want to try to just delete it altogether. But my one of my grandkids supposed to come over and say they know what to do, so I'm gonna see if they know. They probably do.
I heard that if
Show
you
me.
take it off your phone, it don't come back. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm not taking it off my phone. That's what I told them. I'm not taking it off.
Yeah, don't take it off
I'd
the
be
phone.
I'd be lost. My full family, what am I going to do? I'm not going to
Yeah,
take it off
don't
my
take it off
phone.
your phone, y'all.
I'll be
Hey,
out there
y'all,
panhandling
hey,
trying to
y'all.
get
charge
some.
either, Miss Martell. I
Y'all
can't
might
charge
see a lot of content creators starting to change different because we done ran out of this bullshit. So when y'all see
Yeah.
the content creators that want to get out of the spotlight of bullshit, encourage them. Don't bring stuff to them. Encourage them to stay on the more positive side because at the end of the day, if it's somebody that you support, you're going to support them whether they in the bullshit or not. So
Right.
keep the people that y'all support on a good positive note.
That's right.
I think that somebody said it's been boring this week because you can't find no drama. Isn't that more peaceful? Like, why do you want to
Right.
look for your content creators to be somewhere cussing people out? Don't you want to see them doing better? So I think the best thing to
Right.
do is to encourage them. It's still like watching TV.
Yeah,
It's still good.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love the positive.
It's the black version of Hall. Hustling.
Jocelyn. I think that when I walked into the room the other day and you had
Right,
this
Ginger.
topic, it was a good topic. I walked in, I was in and out, in and out. But I love the interaction from your panel with your topic. I wish you would have streamed that on YouTube.
I enjoyed Miss Top
And
Shelf
speaking
this
of
morning. I
YouTube,
really enjoyed that. Top
YouTube,
Shelf
y'all
had it
don't forget
nice
to go to
this
her
morning.
channel. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Top Chef, you went live this morning?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Berkeley.
It was nice. I enjoyed
That's
it.
good.
Thank you.
I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I had to be there at 10, so we
I
got
was
up really
like
early.
my Furby everywhere but loose. Girl, I was so tired.
She was
What
trying
time
to
did
get
you
off
go
of
home?
there.
My Top Shelf went live. I missed it, sis.
Oh, well, I
Don't
was
forget to go to
We don't
Nitra's
get one of
YouTube.
those every once in a while.
Don't
It
forget
was, yeah, it was, woo. But it was
Don't forget to go to Miss Netra's YouTube, at Miss Netra, MRS Netra, because her YouTube is still up and running. That's probably where a lot of her content, if you miss anything, is going to be streamed.
Curtis did not believe
Yeah.
we did not stream the Luciana case. That was one of the best cases over here.
I'm not even going to
Yeah, it
answer
was
that.
good.
I'm going on mute because if I answer that, you're probably going to slap me and drop me.
no, ain't
What
nobody.
happened?
Netra,
What happened?
we don't know when you're going live. Sometimes we know when, sometimes I don't have access to your StreamYard. I think the only person that can get into the backyard is you and Shell. Yes, I can get into the back end in the backstage if I'm going to come up on the panel, but only you and Shell got access. Favorite Nephew's only a
I
mod.
thought y'all
I ain't know
y'all
what
were
time
in here the other night though. Y'all were here when it started, Peaches.
I was here when it started the other night, but I didn't know you was going live with the time that you said you was going live. You get in the mood, and I like the fact that you get in the mood. Don't get it twisted because you got to feel it. If you don't feel it to put the coat on, you're not going to give us a good live. Just going to be honest with you. So I'm going to be honest and tell you, when you get in that mood, text Shell. So that way me and Shell are both watching. Because as soon as you go live, I text Shell and be like, hey. And she was at a restaurant eating crab legs.
Ooh, that's good too.
I'm at a restaurant eating crab legs. I know you motor school line, Peaches. I said, no, she's live. But I don't have access, and, Good Yellow's a mod over there. So we wanted to stream you, but unfortunately, the person that has access besides yourself wasn't available. As far as the text, the rascal. Okay, I'm going to quit fussing at you.
How did that rascal?
Look like you like it.
You know I love her.
Yes, it
So
was.
what you trying to tell me, Peaches, is it was my fault.
Them greens didn't look like they were done.
That's
So,
basically
so
what I'm
what you
saying.
trying? So what you trying to tell me, Peaches, is that it was my fault?
It's too green.
Low key.
Dex must have her burger. Shoot.
So, hey,
Beautiful picture of Dex.
Shell told me to let you know to download your live, and we can upload it to YouTube. I forgot about that, Shell. Good looking out. Did you download that live?
It never downloads.
Can you download it still? Because you got 30 days. I thought it was up to 30 days. Come on, people that actually go
I
live.
can try, but my memory's so full it won't let me.
Look, everybody's saying it's my fault. Y'all so funny. Listen, y'all think that people talk every day. Me and Netra really don't talk every day. I might send her a meme like every other 2 or 3 days, but it's just a meme of encouragement. But yeah, if you can download it, we can update it.
Oh, Dex.
Oh, Dex, hold on, Dex. Wait a minute.
Wow, that looks good.
How you going?
Ooh,
In a
girl.
minute.
Ain't no way I could eat all of that.
That's a
Dex,
lot,
what's that
man.
called?
My burger.
Too much.
Oh, we can't hear him.
You're on mute, Dex.
It's a Hanes hamburger. Yes.
Hang time.
Well, we just got our first Raising Cane's today, and it's just
It's
open.
open.
So.
Here. So you just bragging, Dex.
Yes,
My
yes,
rib
yes.
ain't
You
here.
know,
That ain't
Know
right.
to put eggs on burgers. Only the first time I seen that was in Carolina with my family when I first moved back with my family.
Oh, we do up here
They
eggs
put
and
all
hot
kind of
hot
things on there
links
now.
on
But
the
back
burger.
in the days, eggs was a must. And when you do your homemade burgers, you had to put Lipton onion soup mix in there with egg. Look at that face. There was a way you had to cook your burgers down south, or you was not a burger person.
Yeah, that Lipton onion soup, that dry soup mixed in with the hamburger is good.
That Lipton onion soup.
If y'all ever ate kava, we just got one of those too.
Hey, what?
I never heard of it.
It's a Mediterranean place, like
Say it again.
a Chipotle setup.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Euros.
Nah. It's really good, though. Auntie Top Chef, I think it's something that you'll really like. They really good. They got like lamb, falafel.
It sounds like euros. They got the euros and they slice the meat off the stick of the rotisserie. No. I don't know, dude. Okay.
Yeah, but we just got one in Michigan. We got our first one downtown. Today.
Right, I know.
Kava. C-A-V-A.
We got one. I don't like Mediterranean. I don't like Mediterranean food though. Let me see. Look at that. See, do we have one here? Tap the screen. It's free of charge. Gift the host. She's traveling out of state. Let's send her with well wishes and some parting favors. Let's tap the screen. It doesn't cost a dime.
Truth be told, this burger is a whole meal by itself. You don't need nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a little bit of salad with the lettuce and tomatoes.
They did me right
You got
too.
your protein. You got your
So
carbs.
do they
with
make
the
it with
buns.
turkey
Yeah, you got a
also?
whole-
Yeah, or they only make it with ground beef? I gotta ask that question.
I don't know, Peaches. I'm gonna ask them next week when they go. Put they bring me another one.
Okay. I gotta know because I can't eat the red meat no more. I gotta slowly but surely get away from the red meat more and more. So I gotta have so now I cook my turkey burgers with turkey. And they
My children, my biological children and godchildren, I stress to them how important it is for them to keep their bond. So on Wednesdays they have bow down dates every Wednesday, so they can bond together.
Yeah, my kids are very tight like that. Since that is so important. My five,
Nothing about
they're
my
like
God,
thick as
nothing. It's like
thieves.
if I call you my child, and then bond.
We don't have one here yet. But
I
I'm
want
not.
that burger now. See, and I don't even like red meat like that, but I think I would tear that burger up. It reminds me of old school burgers.
And that looked like cheddar cheese on there instead of American. That looked good.
It's as good as it look.
I know that's right. Worth the wait,
It
sis.
was.
It's worth the
Let me go off
wait.
camera so I can enjoy my thing. I'll be back.
At a point to where it looked like it had so much
Get
sauce
down
on
with
it that you know how sometimes you get burgers and they don't have enough sauce on it, kind of dry. You know, the burger be juicy, but you know, you got the bread, the lettuce, the tomato. It just don't. That looked like it had it all.
It did. I could probably eat about a fourth of that. Come
I could
back
nurse
to
that
that.
all
I
day.
could nurse
I ain't
that
gonna
all
lie.
day.
All day long, I would eat that burger. Take a bite here, bite there. Yeah, I'm a pigeon eater.
Cut it in fours. Yeah, that's it.
Somebody else down in the comments said they are only child, so they don't have no sibling connection. You know, I got 6 siblings, and I think it's a difference between growing up. And then my mom had 17. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a difference growing up with a lot of siblings because I didn't want a lot. I didn't want my kids. I just had my daughter and my son, right? And so I was just like, and my son was like, "Hey, I'm here." You know what I'm saying? One of those. My daughter was like, "Hey, I'm here." One of those. And so I was just like, okay, God bless me with them. I'm going to get them. And so I just feel like I didn't want a big family only because I came from a big family. But then I see people that they're their only child in their family. They wish they had more siblings.
No, I'm an only child. I didn't wish that.
I
I had good friends. I had good friends growing up. One of my best friends, there were 7 kids in her family. I'd go over there and get that. And I'd be like, okay, I got to go. But I never missed having that. I had first cousins who were only children as well. 2 first cousins that were only children. And so we would get together on the weekends, at great auntie's house. And I never missed not having
got a
siblings
brother and a
at
sister.
all.
That's it. That's
At
enough.
all. With good friends growing up all my life and just never missed the siblings. I look at my 5 kids and I wonder what it would be like, but it's completely different. Mom, you don't understand. You don't have no brothers
and
and
I
sisters.
say
I'm like,
that
I
too
don't
to
understand.
people, like, but now I got my grandbaby. She's going to be the only one. So I'm just like, ugh.
She'll be okay. Just fill her up with love. She'll be all right.
She's gonna be the only one.
That's right. I'm the only child, only grandchild. My mom was the only child
Yeah,
too. So
but only children. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, she is brilliant. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That girl is brilliant.
Oh, girl.
And so, what's going on, Netra?
Nothing.
What's going on?
I'm doing
I think my
laundry. I'm
food's here.
cooking.
I'm gonna
You
get
know
my
how
food.
it is when you got to leave the next day.
Yep.
Seem like you waited to the last minute to do everything.
I do that all the time. And I'm a last minute packer too.
Not to
It'd be like
mention the
2,
weather
3
in
o'clock in the morning.
Texas. Not to mention the weather in Texas is bipolar, so I'm hot as shit.
Oh goodness gracious, girl. You down here? Let me see you down here. Is my girl still down here? Oh, YOLO down here. Let me get YOLO on up. Hey, YOLO. YOLO, you know you up here?
Yeah.
Here.
I'm up here and got quiet. Quick, YOLO, you can talk.
Sorry. I think I accidentally hit the button.
Excuse me.
But I just want to say, hey, I love you all. And I just stay in the bottom because I like to bug Miss Netra on the phone. She knows that. Ha! And I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'll be in the comments.
All right, we see you down there, girl. You know, listen, I'm about to go back down there with you. Because I want them to tap the screen. We had 200.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm going down the tab.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Miss Netra, you got the best supporters. The best. They tap the screen. They grab a heart me up there. We at 50. They are gonna help you reach your live goal. You at 50%. Please continue to gift the host and the panel. Honey, the juke joint is on fire tonight because we about to take a trip.
Check that in my room for me.
Now Kev talking about friends with attitude. Says she talking
gonna light
stuff
him
about
up.
her.
I'm gonna let her have it for about the.
She said she talking about him because he said it's about her.
He looking
Yeah,
for
she'll
a
get him
woman
told.
to attack. I guarantee you, man. But he ain't said nothing about Blaze covering him. Nothing. He don't want to do nothing but argue with women. He's a
Yeah,
wimp.
he gonna avoid these men.
Yeah, he want to argue with women. He don't want to argue with no man. He want to argue with women, y'all. We got to stay woke.
That's it. I just been sitting back just
He wants somebody
listening.
that's gonna dance with him. That's all. A man ain't gonna dance with him. They
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
He wanna argue with us. He don't want to
The
argue.
man
with
gonna hit
no
him in
man.
that pride area, and then he really gonna be hurt.
He's really showing his femininity. He's feminine. That's some woman stuff.
Yeah, he can go for hours.
I just found him in the house.
Like a woman.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna watch it.
Consider
Yeah.
the source, sis.
Woo, girl. I swear this lash is laying down. I see it. But maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna take it off. I'm about to be some sweet lashes today.
LB.
Let me call my baby and tell her I ain't mad at him.
I know.
I ain't mad at you. Dun, dun, dun. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, BLB. You still that you're on mute, sweetie. You came up here. You can talk.
Everybody in that box, come on up here and get on mute. Hey.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, BLB. Unmute. Unmute, sis. You can't. Hit it twice.
Netra, I see you. It won't let her unmute. I can't even unmute her.
Try again.
Okay, drop and come back. I got you. Matter of fact, we both gonna drop.
Put forth your best effort. You got to hold your breath and blink your eye 3 times.
Yeah, Coach, it won't let her. Coach, you got her to bring her back up. Thank you. It was hard for y'all to unmute. Let me try. Let me drop down and go to that box and see what happens. Because y'all probably want me on mute.
Little touch up in this bitch. If she is, let's say this box for her. Aaliyah, you in here? Not me hollering at her like she can't hear. There the bitch go. Come on up here. We ain't worried about your coins. We want to
My
talk to
computer
you.
is not available.
We want to talk to you. We don't care about your coins. You ain't want to get no coins, no way. Before I finish. We got a box for you, little touch.
Now she came here talking about she can't recharge. Get your ass up here in this box.
Oh,
Little touch up in here. Let's talk to her.
oh, they touching her.
BLB, your microphone must be tied up with another app in your phone or something. You might, because it say your microphone is not available, so you might have to swipe out all those
I'm
apps.
gonna have to start asking me. I don't have enough bars to talk.
Oh, get up out of here then. Yeah.
Don't have enough bars to talk. You got enough strength to type at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning with your, unreasonable self, your unsensitive self. Make it make sense.
Y'all can hear me,
We
right?
go.
Okay, y'all
We
can hear
go.
me.
Make it make
Look at
sense.
the X on my neck.
Your little self-centering self. You know how to work them bars, but you want to get your point across. That's I'm about to text you a 12-page letter. How about that?
happened now? I'm afraid. Never mind. Forget I asked that question, Dex. Forget I asked it. Forget I asked that question.
Get that shot again.
No, her little insensitive ass after Nitra sitting here tell her that she just experienced the loss of her aunt. He didn't really give a fuck. She still talking about what she grieving her son, and she gonna proceed to sit here and text Nitra at 4:00 in the fucking morning, talk about her son and stuff after Nitra sitting here and told her that she just lost her aunt. She don't care about nothing and nobody else if it ain't revolving around her. She was sick of it.
Fine.
Oh my, that's what I said too. Oh fucking my. Cause make it make sense.
I can't.
We never will.
Oh, it's eczema as hell.
Nietzsche told us everything to this morning. And we understood exactly what Nietzsche was saying and when she was saying it. So how we understand, but Little Touch don't understand. Make it make sense.
She don't want to understand.
No, you get over it. You bad. That's about that. Hello, come up here so I can talk to you. Give me a hug.
Over it.
This little just be bored.
That's the point. You want to get her explanation at 4:00 in the morning. Go to fucking sleep.
She
Talk to her while she woke.
screaming at her phone.
Peace out. You can do all that damn comment in the comment section, but you won't bring your ass up here in the box and talk.
So
That's
you
crazy.
tell me after we heard that you had a serious situation going on in your life, that this person not text you at 4:30 in the morning offering condolences, but actually text you at 4:30 in the morning and was talking about her own things that they were going through.
Wow.
Did I hear that correctly? Oh my.
I didn't hear about it or anything till later on this afternoon, but I text Nisha as soon as I found out. You know, you don't just ignore stuff like that. That's just crazy. She's self-centered. Terrible.
I guess the thing is, just like somebody asked me the other day when I just popped into live, and I'll tell you who the somebody is. It was Kevin Brown. He was like, "Peaches, where you been?" He was really concerned, and because y'all know I'm always here. But I was just like, hey, I had a lot of legal things. You know, I'm dealing with all my son's stuff. It's coming up. You know what I'm saying? All the lawsuits and stuff are coming up. So that's genuine concern. But you think I'm going to pick the phone up the next one after I heard what happened with Miss Nisha? You can't pick the phone up and vent to her? No.
No.
I got 350 phone numbers to call if I feel like I needed to vent. I got 350. I could have called Dex. I could have called Miss Top Shelf, Taylor, you know, PJ, Martell, Quay.
Yeah.
I could have called anybody else. I'm not going to call somebody who's going through something.
Right. Because when I be wanting to know something, I'll text Dex. I don't know why Dex always come to me, but something I need to know. I just text Dex, ask her, you know, she'll just tell me, let me know at least a little something so my mind be rested, you know, because I get worried. Like, I'm worried about AJ Love. I haven't seen him, and I can say, where's AJ, you know, but I said, well, maybe he's taking a break, and then I just let, you know, I don't want to bother Dex with that. But you don't have to go to the person because you don't know what they're going through.
Oh, he found just keep him in prayer, but he found he was he visited us earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
He came to my
got a lot
life.
of people that we can go to.
AJ came.
Yeah, I missed him. Yeah.
Like if I got a lot going on, I got a lot of people that I can go to. That is part of the faux family, and I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Always go to Miss Netra, and I don't think people understand that if all 300 to 400 people go to her early in the morning.
Oh, Scooter.
Understand that.
See what Scooter. I love Scooter.
Scooter's so funny. I love me some Scooter.
So Little Touch, come get your money back. We heard what you did.
I like to be there for her. You know what I'm saying?
She's not commenting right now because she ordered a BS and text Neutral. She probably on the third page.
Probably
right
so.
My third.
Writing a book.
I was just gonna say it.
Writing a book.
Oh, God. Because I ain't.
Some of us need to be there for me as well. You know?
We pour back in, you know, we always pour back into her, but when something traumatic happens in my life,
Right.
I want people to pour into me positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't want to hear what everything that you got going on, because now the transfer of energy is
That's
going to
it.
happen. I'm going to feel like obligation to help you solve yours when I can't even solve mine.
Some people just need to sit back and listen.
And see that.
Yeah.
Let me
Who started
clear
what,
something.
baby?
I'm gonna clear something up so I won't sound like I'm insensitive. I'm not trying to take away from anything that Aaliyah have dealt with her son. But the thing about it is that that's the only thing she talk about any day, anytime. It doesn't matter. That's the whole focus. She don't give a fuck about what nobody else has gone through. That's all she want to talk about. It's no way you can sit up here and say, I literally just lost my family member, and you don't acknowledge it at all. You just say, well, I'm grieving my son. Make it make sense.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
insensitive.
that's cold.
The least you can do is be like, okay, are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? At least play it off before you go into your son. Like, make it make sense. Aaliyah, because she write 12-page letter. That's why I call her Aaliyah.
Girl.
She don't know how to type nothing less than 12 pages. Aaliyah.
I don't know who y'all talking about, but okay.
Aaliyah, it's Lil Tut. She write nothing less than 12
Lil
pages.
Tut.
Like at some point, it becomes disrespectful, man. Like
I didn't know she lost her son.
That's what I was about to ask.
That's the point. She ain't lost them. But
She
you
didn't.
right, what?
Oh,
Yeah, she did.
Wow. Now that's
He in the hospital, I thought.
oh,
That's probably where he need to be. It's the best place for him.
wow.
You just gotta have compassion for what people going through in life, y'all. You never know.
Right.
now that's self-centering. All other stuff we call that is, but that's when you were self-centered.
I mean, I do. I mean, I hope her son will be okay. I mean, I ain't that type of person. I hope he be okay. But then,
Right.
like, just understand that you're not. The world don't revolve around you.
He said he got 5150. Girl, that's what you wanted. That's what everybody wants. I just don't understand it. When your child, and when I say, let me take that verbiage back. Because it's not a child. It is a grown adult. And see, when we use the
Well-
word child, we start looking at them as if they are youngsters and they're still our babies. They're always going to be our babies, but they're grown adults also.
Somebody at the door, y'all, I can see the red.
I see it. I'm going to get it. Okay, but then when they're 5150, that's if I had a child that needed to be 5150, that's what I would want, because now I know they're getting the help that they need and desire.
Right. Sometimes, I wasn't saying nothing negative for the person in the comments. I was just saying, sometimes people need to be, it's just what's best for some people, Different people got to take different routes. And so I do have some compassion for Little Touch. But sometimes, Little Touch, you got to take your worries to God when other people going through stuff. So everybody can't carry your weight with you.
It's a time and place for everything, and that's
Correct.
what's smart. That she ain't got no fucking clocks in her life, but she don't know the time nor the place.
Everybody gonna feel like they feel, but it's gonna be me that get blamed for it. So
Dex, I get where you're coming from. I see why you so mad.
I'm just not gonna say nothing because I told her how I felt on via text messages, and I stand on it. I'm not. I'm just not gonna feed her no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know the attention seeking. I'm going through something, and she don't understand it evidently. So I just cut off today. She got cut off completely from me. She welcome to come in here, but it's gonna take a minute for me because she don't have no respect for people's privacy and what they're going through. She really don't. She don't have no respect for what
I miss Netra.
The bar.
Hello.
Neutral. It's neutral.
Welcome in, first timer.
Welcome in. It's your first time here? Oh, that's John that's back. Hey, John.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah, they blocked you out of my song line, didn't they?
I know. No, last time I tried to talk, I guess they just didn't. I don't know. It was
No, them men ain't gonna play them kind of questions. You can't do that.
I
Yeah,
respect that.
they not gonna play them up your butt questions. They don't do that mess. Them real men there, baby. They ain't got time for that. You got to play with somebody else about that, not over here.
It's all respect. It's all love.
Yeah. It's a lesson learned.
Lesson
You know,
learned, huh?
lesson learned. I know what to bring up, what not to bring up.
Yeah, live in your own truth. Don't put your truth on nobody else. It's yours.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the butt?
Yeah, he tried to say something the other night at PJ's about, one of them jokes, and PJ and them don't play that shit. Period. He blocked him straight out his live.
Right.
It's his first time there. Yeah, you ain't gonna say certain stuff around these men. They don't play them games. You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't anything too bad. I don't know if everyone in the live. There wasn't anything like crazy bad. Just guess there's a time and a place.
To him, it wasn't bad. To a
The what?
straight man that don't want nobody pushing something on him, it's bad. Everybody to each his own, but if you find a straight man, he don't do them jokes like that. Everybody live like they want to live.
Oh, wait. I think
When
I
you
know.
find a straight men don't play them kind of jokes. They just don't.
Oh, wait. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I know. So all I'm saying is just be respectful of people's boundaries. You these strangers, you don't know them. Men that's straight, they don't play them kind of jokes.
Yeah, life's all about second chances. Life's all about second chances.
Mm-hmm. So, and I'm his mom, so be careful with your second chance.
Oh, you're his mom. Okay.
I sure am. I'm PJ's mom, so be careful with your second chance.
Got you.
Okay.
See, now I'm learning.
Why it sound like you got to say something messed up at any given
At
moment?
any given moment, D.
He just trying to put the bait out there. I ain't falling for the bullshit. Go on, say what you got to say.
And John, have you ever been over to the Schnizzle and Giggles, Adrena's Live? Just out of curiosity, you just look familiar.
It doesn't sound familiar.
I know it was his first night here with us, Features. The other night before last.
He ain't learned now lesson. Y'all give him a little bit. Give him a few minutes.
Right. He knew here, y'all. We just gotta,
We had a funny conversation the first
hate to
time.
use the frame break it in, but shit, flour baker. Sometimes you got to say what you got to say.
Yeah, I know better. I know better moving forward. That's all. We had a good conversation the first time. It was funny on that very first time.
You is itching to say what you want to say. Go ahead and get to it so we can get rid of you.
Wait, I'm not itching to say anything.
Oh, I'm listening to the voice. I'm gonna keep listening though, y'all. Where Adrena at? Adrena, you in here? Keep listening.
She ain't got to go to work again. Oh, no, she's sick.
Wait, what's the
I
topic?
ain't gonna lie, he came over here the other night with a couple of more people when we were on that grown up conversation, and he had good conversation. We spent 5 hours here the other night, so he got it. Hey, Susu, so he got engaged with the conversation. You know what I'm saying, cousins, family, FOE. So he was here the other night with the conversation. What was our conversation about?
About cheating.
Cheating and stuff, and he cheats. He's a cheater. His dad cheats, and he said it's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat as long as you don't get caught. That's John. John said just don't get caught. You can cheat all you want, you just can't get caught. His dad cheated on his mom, and it was okay with him.
Well, you also want to know what that's kind of about is like in my second relationship, there was times where I did cheat, and we ended up breaking up. I ended up breaking up with her, but guess what? Even when we broke up, she left with no trauma, no trust issues. She was completely okay, and I like that I left someone without any trauma. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, no burned bridges. Like, yeah, sure, I cheated, but I keep those demons to myself. I'm not going to I'm not going to unleash them on her. So at least she left. Our relationship broke up, and she left with no baggage, no trauma, no trust issues. And you know what? Because I was man enough to just keep it to myself and just be responsible with it.
How do you know she left without that? I'm just curious about that.
Well, because she never found out. So I know that she doesn't know.
So y'all broke up for different reasons, not because you were cheating.
Well, very brief on the issue. Like, it was like a family issue kind of thing, and I ended up breaking it off. So I don't want to go into the family issue stuff. Yeah,
Right,
but that was
as
it.
you should.
But you know what? But I'm happy that I didn't emotionally traumatize her. So at least I'm just happy that never happened.
Right. You know, yeah, and that takes, not wanting to hurt.
Yeah, so that's
the
what
other
I'm saying. Like
individual.
on
That's
paper, I'm a
important.
good guy. You know, like on paper.
What's wrong with you?
On paper.
But in real life, you a sack of shit. Right?
No, it's over there.
Got it.
Okay.
Nephew.
Everything you got to do just needs structure. Just structure and discipline, and no one's gonna get hurt. You know, or just
Cheating is not structure, baby.
Right.
I was just, thank you, Netra. I'm going to go back
I
and
don't know what kind of structure you think that is, but it's not. Just because you don't tell them your daddy don't mean it's structure, baby.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
That's
You have to be
deception.
unified to be structured. And speaking causes division.
yeah. I'm just unified to the wrong thing, I guess. But look, I'm single now, so I've been single for a couple of months now. I'm talking to a new lady. She's wonderful. She's Colombian. I think she's fantastic, and I'm gonna see where that takes us.
You plan on cheating on her?
I have to cross that bridge when we get to it, but no, at the moment, no.
Can I ask you a question?
It's saying,
Go ahead, good yellow.
Leave.
I'm done.
Cut you off, good yellow. Go ahead. What makes you want to cheat? Is it because the relationship that you're currently in is not going well, or is this because it's a learned behavior?
I'll be honest, like my situation just like a little bit like unique. I wasn't always like this. It kind of stemmed from my second relationship that was 8 years, and I'm 28 years old now, but I kind of found myself at like a pretty good level of success at 25, and I saw, you could say like I got a little bit lucky, but there was things that happened in my life that kind of propelled my life decently fast. So there was times where I was like just getting more attention and things were happening, and I wasn't married. It was just I was in a relationship, yes, but opportunity was coming my way, and I was like, look, there were just some times where I just couldn't pass it. I just couldn't pass it up. I just couldn't do it. And, but I knew what I was doing was wrong. I knew that it was wrong, and I didn't want to hurt anyone in the process of what I was doing. So that's why I just kept it under wraps. I made sure I was very responsible with it. And at the end of the day, no one got hurt at the end of the day. And,
Baby, something wrong with you.
Did you feel bad?
well, I knew what I was doing was like meaningless. So there was like a little bit of guilt from time to time, but when I would think about it, I'm like, I don't.
Beaches, don't forget he's 20-some years old.
Oh.
Drop Netra, because I'm about to get on it. I'm gonna drop.
But I'll tell you this.
No,
though,
I'm telling you, you can read him politely.
Yes, exactly. Like it just. But I also know, like, if I was married, I'm not married, but if I was married, I would not cheat. I'll make that clear, though.
So when you get into a deeper relationship with someone, guess what's going to happen?
What?
Karma's going to bite you in the ass.
Well, I think karma would come if I traumatized. Like, I just kept the demons to myself. Like, so I know, like, my past relationship, at least she's leaving, and she's not gonna have any trust issues. She's not gonna have any baggage going on to whatever she does next. So I feel like if I left her in a bad place, then I would have karma coming at me. But the things that I've done, like, those were decisions that I've made consciously, and they weren't good decisions, yes, but I also know that they were meaningless as well. But if I did traumatize my ex-girlfriend with that, then I deserve what's coming to me. But I didn't.
You said something that was very interesting. You said the demons I have inside me. I want y'all to listen to the words that he's
I'm
utilizing.
listening, child.
I'm listening.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to bring my problems onto anyone else. Like, those are my issues.
What
That
type
I-
of issues are we discussing? I'm a little confused.
morally speaking, morally.
Yeah, just inside of yourself, what type of issues are your demons?
Well, I guess that was like a bad word to use. Like I'm not like up at night like tossing and turning with my like that's not like what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of just saying that like I'm just not here to bring excess problems on anyone else through my actions. Like I just don't want to cause anyone pain through my actions, and that's why I'm responsible with my actions, because I know the pain it could bring. And so
At least you are responsible enough to know at the young age of 28. You said you were 28. Am I correct?
You ain't responsible. You just got a
No
conscience.
responsibility there. Like,
Hold on, y'all. Let me get this one. Because I said the word responsible. What I mean is his mind knows that he's not. The only thing he's out here doing, y'all, is dating. He is not trying to have any relationships at all.
no, if I'm married,
No. Peaches, you weren't here the other night, baby.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and
listen to him a little longer. His daddy cheated on his mom, and he felt like it was
Right.
okay.
That's what it is, and he's deflecting. Hi, John. I'm Ro. You can just call me Ro. I got a couple questions for you. You stated that your current girlfriend is of what ethnicity, or what is she?
who, my ex-girlfriend?
The one that, are you currently dating someone now?
No, I'm not currently dating anyone now.
What about the lady you were your ex-girlfriend? What was she? What denomination was she?
She was Filipino and Hawaiian.
so what happened to the Colombian?
Hey, the Dominican.
No, the Colombian.
Oh no, that's someone who I'm talking to. Right, I'm talking to her.
Yeah,
right
so I'm catching little things in between. So, so Dominican, Philippine, Korean. You spoke about the demons. So your father cheated on your mom. Is this about you dating people of different ethnicities that they don't agree with?
No. That they don't disagree, or they don't disagree with any ethnicity that I've been with. Like I'm the type of person that will try everything once as well. You know, like I'm not here to. Like, I'll try everything once. Except drugs. That's one thing I don't like.
Say no to drugs.
Yeah, I
just
don't.
say no.
I don't like that.
Say no to drugs.
But also, my family life though, my family life has always been pretty good. Like
I can gather that.
Like when it comes in between like my mom and my dad, and I have a twin brother and a sister. You know, like it was always.
You got a twin brother and sister? You a triplet?
No. I just have a twin brother and then a younger sister.
Okay.
But I've always like kind of like seen, and the thing is, my dad took care of the family. Like, you know, he made sure like I was good, my brother. So that's how I always like viewed how, you know, he just got his stuff done like all the time, and he was very responsible. He was very just by the book and just did what he had to do. When it came to like to the cheating stuff, that was, I just saw what that caused when that got aired out. And then I just saw that when something like that gets aired out, just the devastation that it could cause when it gets aired out. So that's why I always say, like, you know, you have to have your shit in line. Like there's no room for error. Like you can't, like the repercussions of that is too severe. So if you're going to do anything, you need to do it with like complete utter discipline, and that's what I do, not only through the relationship, but that's what I do in life.
If it's wrong, how is it discipline?
He watched his dad do it, and his dad, listen, hear me out. Here we go with the family trauma. He watched his dad pro it. His dad was able to not get caught. So in his mind, because his dad was able to conquer cheating on his mom and do it in such a manner to where he didn't get caught, he thinks that it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So he don't look at it, from talking to him the other night, he does not look at it as his dad wronged his mom because she never knew.
And what I really
Netra,
do,
I'm just telling y'all what I'm telling. I'm not saying it's right. I'm telling you that's what he's watched. As long
the men who get caught
without being caught.
and the men who do get caught, and like there's just get caught lacking. They're just not taking it seriously. Like, they're not thinking about the repercussions of what decisions like this could cause. Those are the type of men that ruin it for everyone. Because now women have a stigma where like all men do this, all men. Well, to tell you the truth, the men that do cheat, they're just lazy, lackadaisical, not disciplined and dumb, quite frankly. So like that's why there's even a discussion even about cheating in the first place. I think there's like cheating should even be a privilege. Like if you're not even at a certain like level in your life, you shouldn't even be allowed to cheat. Like you need to be a certain
Girl.
I agree with you. You have to have a certain dollar amount to
not a dollar.
You got to pay to play. Is that what but
no, not a dollar amount. You just need a certain level of like mental. Like you need
until you level up on your dating game. You shouldn't even be allowed to cheat because you don't know how to.
Exactly. Like you need to. You can't just go right into cheating. Like you can't just go right in. Like you need to have. It's just structure. It's just structure and
what
discipline.
is the justification behind cheating? I'm not getting. Something is not clicking inside of me or something.
See, what he's also saying is it's not karma. As long as he did not hurt the individual, there's no karma to be getting back for him to get back because he didn't hurt the person.
What you don't know won't hurt you type of deal.
Exactly.
I'm a cheat, and you know what you're not gonna know.
Unfortunately, I'm understanding everything that he's saying, even though the shit ain't right. But I'm understanding everything that he's saying.
Right.
Look, and I'm not saying that it's right. Like I'm not saying that it's right. Like I have done things, not even just cheating wise. Like there's things that I've done that I'm not proud of. I'm sure everyone on this panel has done things that they're not proud of. They probably want to keep away from people in general because you know the repercussions that it would bring if so. There's really no point of putting it out there because again, that's just something that you deal with yourself by yourself. Like there's some things that you just do by yourself, and there's no need for anyone to know because also, especially when it comes to cheating, like that's meaningless. Like the women that have it that way, I don't love those women. Like, I mean, it's kind of disrespectful, but like it's meaningless to me. So like, I don't want to bring something to light and cause so much pain to something that was truthfully meaningless to me to begin with. So like, I just don't want to cause so much ripple in the water through something like that. Like there's no point how I see it.
Well, I do truly believe when you find that one, you're not going to have a desire for anyone else or for anything else. You're still young, and it's a playing field. You got to find that one, but you will know her when you see her. And I think that love do exist, and it doesn't have to come with all the toxicity, the cheating, the deceiving. It doesn't have to be like that. I'm a living testament.
Yeah.
So, and even if you find that one and start off with that thought process that your dad got away with it, you shouldn't want to get away with it.
You know what? And that's a great point as well. Like, and I'll keep that in mind. But it's also one thing about my personality is like I don't like seeing people upset ever. Like I just hate seeing people just like I don't like that. And I know some of the some of the things that I do, I know cause that. And like that's just something that doesn't sit right with me. And that's why I just make it like the first thing on my to-do list. I'm like, hey John, like if you're gonna do something stupid right now, like you better like make sure that like you don't hurt anyone in this process. And that's and that's how I go about everything. And that's why I bring it back to like to the structure and like to the discipline. I know it's kind of silly to think about that like cheating, but that's kind of like in a way like how I got like to the place how I am now, like financially, like at a young age, because I really instilled structure into my life and I follow it with complete utter discipline. And that's why I just don't. That's just how I live, and it's worked out for me. And I haven't hurt anyone in my past. No one's ever been, traumatized because of me, and I stand on that. So
I feel you knew it so out here instead of appeasing the masses.
Since you have never got caught cheating, do you think you would ever stop cheating?
I would never cheat if I'm married. I would never cheat if I'm married. I would never do it.
Well, how old are you now?
Let me get a piece of this.
You don't mind me asking how old are you?
He's 28. He's 28.
28.
Right, man.
Said that already. So he's dating. He's
Yeah,
only
28, y'all.
and this was
he's
probably
not.
when he
So
was
listen,
younger.
I
He was
always tell
cheating.
people,
You
are
know
you
what I'm saying? He's a
dating?
young guy.
Go ahead,
What
good
you
yellow.
say, Yellow?
I say, I mean, you would expect this from a young person. You know what I'm saying? Who's out there just, wanting to have fun until they get
Yeah,
time.
he's 28.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
28
would
eight
expect
is
it.
young.
I
That's
thought he
young.
was
Yeah,
a
that's
little
a little
older, but when I
young.
see you mentioned it, I'm like, okay, yeah. So you would expect
Yeah,
it.
when I heard the age, y'all, I said, okay, is he dating? Dating with a
No, yeah,
purpose?
no.
Is he committed?
I'm just dating.
Hold on, John, hold on. There's dating with a purpose, committed dating, and then getting married. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm hearing him say is he's out there with the squads
Give
and
me a
he's going
chance.
out with people getting to know them. And he might end up dibbling dabbling with you for 3 to 4 months, but he might dibble and dabble with this woman. Why he dibbling dabbling with you? That's just dating. That's what I think I hear him saying.
Well, mine's a little bit different. Like if, for example, like the girl that I was with for 8 years.
Now, let me say this comment before you say it.
Okay.
Jazz, my niece, she said, nah, I'm going to have to disagree. Not all young people cheat. Age does not define. It's the person.
Right. That's right.
100%.
That's right. But
I was,
said,
when now hear me
based off
out. When I
his
was
age,
saying his age, I was talking about the conversation to consider his age.
right.
But at the end of the day, our 28-year-olds don't think that because you don't get caught. So yeah, you're in the right room because
I'm the
maturity
same.
gonna fall in your lap.
I'm the same age as him, so we're the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying because of his age, I would expect to hear what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? But some 28-year-olds not like that. But
Some good grown folks do it.
But I'll tell you this.
Like that.
If I did happen to get married, I would not cheat. I'll be honest. Like not when I'm actually ring on, vows said. I'm not cheating at that point. No.
So those dad morals will go
But
out
if
the
it's
door.
in you, not on you, how can you can you really
Because it's a
guarantee that? Because if you following the dad
The dynamics are different
and what
from
he did,
married than dating.
mm,
So what, John? What causes you to cheat?
Well, like I said before, like back when I was like 24, 25, there was a couple of instances in my life that kind of like propelled me up at a fast rate. And there was different opportunities that were thrown at me in my 20s. And I know that constantly denying all these opportunities because look, my relationship ended up not working out and it wasn't because of cheating, it was for unbeknownst reasons that had to do with family.
Right. I just want you to answer the question. What caused you to cheat?
I guess because of the life that I started living.
I think I got a piece.
so were you like in college?
Hold on, y'all. I think I got a piece of it. Did you date older women? Did you date older women at that time when them opportunities were being presented to you? Was it by older women that were giving you those opportunities?
Y'all didn't even let me finish my other half of my damn.
No, not necessarily.
I was just curious. I had asked the question. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dex.
So when you get married, do you think those opportunities won't present themselves?
They most likely probably will, but when I'm married, I just saw what happened with my family, and I don't make the same mistakes. Like when I'm married, that's it. So I can just keep it like that. When I'm married, that's it. Yeah, the other opportunities are gonna probably present themselves.
You have been married before?
No.
So how do you know that that's gonna be it?
Because once papers are signed and this is marriage, this is like the real deal. I mean, I'm not risking because then, especially if I have a family, like I'm not gonna. If I have kids with someone, I'm not cheating. Like I'm not gonna potentially
take your time.
Life.
Take your time.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna potentially ruin my future kid's life, even if I know that I could keep it under wraps. Like I'm not going to risk my future kid's life for that. Like that's not worth it. But just a relationship that I've been in my 20s. I mean, look, like I'll do what I need to do, but I'm just gonna do it respectfully. That's all.
Hey, bro, do you hope to have a family with kids?
Yeah, I do.
For sure.
Was it an interracial marriage that you would like to have?
Whatever comes my way. Like currently, like I'm talking to some girl who's Colombian. She's extremely nice. So we could see like where that goes. I've dated a Filipino girl for a long time. It doesn't really matter. Like maybe it's a YT girl. Like I don't know. Like it just
It has anything to do with race. I really don't. I think you like what you like, and you look at the characteristics.
Yeah, like I just like
but I will say this. I mean, Dex has a great point. When you get married, how do you know? But my point to that, if I can add on to it, is when you start committing to the person. So the committing part that I was saying was when you decide to put a ring on her finger, or are you going to cheat during that time when you're in the engagement period?
In the engagement period, that's
actually you've never been in though.
That's a good question.
He ain't never been there, Peaches. He ain't never been
He has not been there, but he said that once he gets kids and he gets married, he knows he's not going to do it. And the question was, how do you know if that's what you are accustomed to and what you've seen in a young childhood? My question is sort of on the lines of hers, is once you commit to a person, are you going to cheat once you commit?
No, absolutely not. Like once, and I know my personality. Once I'm like, yes, this is the woman who's gonna get the ring. That's over. So that's done. So that's out the window. So no, I would not. If I'm engaged, I would not cheat. If I'm married, I would not cheat. No.
I'm hot.
So it's basically mind over matter. Like regardless of what you used to doing all of these years, you saying that once you find your wife, your mind gonna tell you that you just gonna cut all of this off, and that's what it gonna be.
Well, it's not even just about that. It's just like, again, like going back to the point, like I control my mind very close. Like I'm very aware of the decisions that I'm making. I don't do things, not every little thing that I do, I think through massively. Like I don't do much things on impulse, truthfully. Like it's a thorough answer that I give myself every single time. So
them coming cousins on your ass. You just don't know what to do between these questions and them coming cousins. So
Cardi B was the same age when
So can this is my last question for you, John, and I'm done.
Yeah.
What do you have any idea
on his ass.
How you might react when you get cheated on?
Just don't let me find out. And if I do find out, the relationship is immediately over. But me personally, if I get cheated on, genuinely I would be kind of surprised, because I'm kind of in a unique situation. Like I know the type of situation that I'm in and that I've produced for myself, and I had a little bit of luck, but it's mostly God. I got a little bit lucky earlier in my life. Preparation met opportunity. And I got decently lucky. So I would be genuinely surprised that someone would cheat on me. But if it did happen,
they will, baby.
Yeah, but I just
sure will, and it don't matter the money. So pretty much, I'm gonna just go ahead and ask the questions and go and shoot from the hip real quick. Did you go to college, John?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and so you probably had just spot in the company ready for you in college, that type of thing, right? So you was doing your wild thing, pretty much.
No, I didn't go to an out-of-state school. I stayed in-state. So I didn't really go to many college parties.
Thank you, Jeremy. So Monday, Jeremy, sorry, y'all, Jeremy just sent. So Monday, Jeremy, we doing that Monday? Don't let me forget. I don't know who Jeremy is. Is Jeremy Pisces' brother? Jeremy, are you Pisces' brother? Because listen. Hurry up. Jeremy just sent $25 for lunch Monday. Y'all
I think
don't
I'm
let me
making
forget.
sense.
I don't know how we gonna do it, but $25 for somebody lunch Monday. We got to figure out. Jeremy, God.
Thanks, Jeremy. This is my last question too, and my last statement. How bad were you
I'm gonna
hurt?
make him pick out how we gonna do it.
How bad was I what?
How bad were you hurt when you found out your dad was cheating on your mom? How did it affect you as a child?
It didn't affect him.
I mean, To tell you the truth, I was disappointed. I mean, that's just what it was. Like, I was
Now,
like,
the other day, you was sure. Come on, Felicia. Now, hold on, John. I got to call you out on your bullshit, John. Because the other day, John, when we talked about this, you was who wrong. You was your dad's biggest fan the other day.
no, he still is. No, and
I
he's
would just say
You was okay with dad cheating on mama the other day.
no, I'm not. No, I didn't say. Well, that
It
was
would
a
also depend
hypothetical
on the relationship
situation.
the son has with his mom. And it depends on the relationship a son has with his mothers, too. Because if he's like, that's my mama, how dare you, versus, Dad, okay, I'm going to cut you some slack. So I think the relationship between you and your mother had an impact.
Yeah, and me and my mother have a great relationship. Like,
Oh, damn.
I don't say it's bad, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
Right.
the one time that I brought it up first, though, like, look, when I found out, I was just disappointed more so for the fact that information got leaked and caused the ripples that it did. Like, I was like, Dad, like,
Did they get divorced, or what did the mom do? Did she have options, or what?
no, my parents are not divorced. No.
Okay.
We
they just-
gonna catch you in a lie in a minute. No,
Here we go. So, John, the other day when you said that your dad had stepped out, you basically said you wanted to come to your dad and you guys are going to sit around and talk about, because you did not want to break up the family.
I'm going on mute for a second.
Then the next question was, what would happen if your mom did the same thing and you said that you would be terribly disappointed? That's what happened. So it was a different scenario with the mom if she cheated than your dad.
Well, the one thing that I know is that most of the time when men cheat, it's usually, and I said this before, like, it's usually just nonsense when a man's doing it. Most of the time, and when a woman's doing it, they kind of do it for understanding purposes. And
Understand it.
yeah, like a woman kind of does it for like emotional purposes, and they want to be understood. Is kind of why they cheat.
No, sometimes
Men
women just want to go to
No, they
Pound
cheat
Town now.
because they want something different.
Our women just want to go to Pound Town. Especially if you get older.
Yeah, but
And,
for a woman, you have to like that man first on a type of level to open your legs for him.
The thing is, if you
Kind of cheeky to the
why not just
pound
leave, bro?
kind of
I,
chick.
I think I
people
know I
do
said I
things for
had
different
the
reasons.
last question. I know it was my last question, John, but I heard what they were saying. I heard what you're saying. I heard what Miss Netra said, and I guess I'm curious. You said, the things that they said. You said the other day because I wasn't in here, but you said your parents are still together. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes,
Hold on
my
one second. Jeremy, am I announcing it tonight? Y'all give me 2.2. Me and Jeremy working on the back end. Jeremy, do I tell her now or do I wait till Monday? Okay, because she's going to be hungry tomorrow. Go ahead. So, Dex, Jeremy has paid for your lunch for Monday. Get you another
I can
hand.
eat some noodles. I can eat some noodles.
Yeah, so
Just got some
Jeremy, that $25 is yours.
Congratulations.
For Monday.
Congratulations,
So
Dad.
he gonna get you some noodles and another burger.
Don't nobody ever get me. I'm
Jeremy, do
Congratulations,
you want me to
Dex.
give it to her? Because the weekend cover, she might spend it.
Thank you so much. I ain't used to that. Thank you, Jeremy.
I want
And
noodles.
D, I promise I'm not gonna spend it on my trip. I got you, girl. I got you.
Been on the trip. I gotta give me some noodles.
Y'all give me some sushi.
Ain't nobody gave me no noodles.
I want some noodles.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I
know,
appreciate
right?
it.
I ain't gonna hate on Dex. I ain't gonna take this away from you. Go, girl.
Okay, I'm back on me. So D, Jeremy got you Monday. He said
Thank
do
you
it
so
me.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well,
I just want to make a comment. All
I
infidelity
didn't get
does
to
not relate. Does
I didn't
not.
get to finish this. I didn't get to
Oh,
finish.
okay. I was gonna
talking
comment on what
before
you
you just stopped
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry.
But he said his mom and dad was still together even after the mother found out the dad was cheating. What respect level did you have for your mom for staying, and what respect level did you have for your dad for doing that?
Good question.
I had immense respect for my mom for staying, and as I said before, I was disappointed in my dad, but he admitted to it. He didn't make excuses. When it got caught up, he didn't make any excuses. He owned up to it, and he didn't only just talk the talk; he walked the walk as well. He fixed his problems, and we never ever had another issue like that ever again. And that's something that I do admire about my dad is that he, even though he got caught up, he doesn't defend his actions. You know, and he also knows that he can't just talk his way out of it. He needs to act a certain way, and he needs to put action into it and thought. Going back onto my mom, I have immense respect for my mom. She had every right to be traumatized and then leave me, my brother, and my sister in the dust, never just separate the family. She could have done that easily and had every right, but she saw the bigger picture. She understood that my dad was upset as well and sorry, and he was going to work the rest of his life fixing that. And my mom understood that. But yeah, going back, my mom's amazing. I mean, my mom she was the deciding factor whether to keep the family together or not, and she chose keep it together. And we have Christmas, we have Thanksgiving, everything, and it's amazing.
Respect her as a woman to know
absolutely
allowing.
Absolutely respect her. Absolutely. She could have just easily got up and left, and the whole world would have respected her. But she decided she's like.
Why I asked you that question? Do you understand why I asked you that question?
Yeah. Yep, I do.
Okay, tell me what you understand.
Well, you wanted to see if I have like a bias towards women,
Right.
Would be how would you feel if it was your mom? If the tables were turned, how would you feel if your mom did what your dad did?
You just answered that.
Yeah, I answered that before, and I just know that. I mean, if you're a good woman and if you end up cheating, it's because you had an emotional attachment and liking towards that man over an extended period of time. Right. Like when it comes to my dad and the stuff that kind of happened like that, it was a fly by night thing. That was a one time thing that happened the same night of.
You never had any intentions of leaving your mother. It was just something that
exactly
happened.
Like yes, right. and
I've experienced it, and all infidelity does not result in termination of your marriage, and it's all because we have to get out. This is my thought process. When I got out of thinking from a level like this and seeing life for what it is, and being an adult about the situation in my terms, it was like, that's what you did. Because oftentimes that's what a lot of men do. They're prone to that by nature. And so, but when a woman steps out, that's not often what we do. So when people say, well, they just do it too. Well, that's the ones that shaking their booties online and don't care about what, that kind of thing. All women are cut like that. If we step out, it's emotional and it's pretty much done with. We'll go later, but it's pretty much over if we step out.
That's what I'm saying.
If a man tips out, there's a difference between cheating and affairs. Now, if he's having a whole situationship, that's something completely different and needs to be examined. But if it's cheating for that quick fix or whatever, a woman that knows that man, and it sounds like, someone said last night, because we had kind of this conversation, well, I'm a quick side chick. Baby, you trust me. I'm a secure woman in my relationship when I'm in one. So if a man is cheating, not in an affair, which is different for whatever reasons, and no, you don't get to get a pass for that, but that's not a reason for me to shut down my family.
Exactly.
Because that woman ain't got nothing on me. He ain't leaving me for that, and none of that. And now, so women that just they're automatic. Well, if he cheats on it, I think we need to kind of reassess. Not everybody, because some people are so, you're not cheating on me, period. Okay, cool. But he probably cheating anyway. So some people just got to get real with the situation and be solid in your position in that relationship. And not just take a pass for that, but sometimes women don't give it up for weeks at a time. Men are going to do what men do.
Right.
Period. And now you can face the facts. If he ain't getting it from you, he's going to get it from somebody. Right. But he ain't trying to marry that person. He ain't trying to be with that person. He probably want to put a plastic bag on her head while he's indulging. So you have to really assess it as on a different level of assessment. And don't just count your relationship out on him being human and doing human nature stuff, being, I don't want to say dog, but doing dog stuff.
Exactly. You're completely right.
And take it how you want to say what you want to say about me, but that's fact. You lose a marriage behind a hump if you want to.
So I guess my next question, he's talking to the lady
One of
from.
the comment cousins had something. One of the comments said,
Ultimately, when you vow
one of the comment cousins asked, when that happened with your mom and dad, was your mom, let me see, Susu, what did you say? Hold on.
Was she employed?
Was she employed at the time or was she not? Was she just a housewife?
No, my mom was not employed. My mom took care of me and my brother and my sister. Like my mom was not employed. Long story short, no.
I had this conversation with somebody earlier.
When it happened to me. So it wasn't about whether I could take care of myself or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's where they're going with that.
Exactly. Yeah. I was gainfully employed.
If your mom would have left.
No, I mean, my mom, that doesn't really make any sense because my mom could have divorced my dad and took half the assets and got so she would have been fine by herself if she wanted to leave. So that kind of, she chose to stay for me, my brother, and my sister is why, because she wanted to be in our lives. So I know that's why she stayed. And my parents have a great relationship now. That happened many, many, many years ago. Happened about, I think, 12, 13 years ago that happened. But they're perfectly fine now, and there's never another.
You don't even understand, baby.
I hear you, John, but
That's what I'm going to say, Netra. He's too young to understand that question.
yeah, I can almost guarantee you that every time he messed up, he think about
understand what your mom and dad was going through, baby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you too young.
In a marriage,
we're speaking on the point of half the assets of what you learned in your adulthood. Half the assets 13 years ago might have been.
Yeah, he was a baby.
Yeah, she wouldn't have got as much as you thought she got. Just to
Well,
give you a heads up.
whatever it was, she would have got money.
Yeah,
I mean, regardless.
Right. So I don't think that should be the narrative. I could have left and took care of me and my kids.
right.
And it wasn't because I'm feeling like if he leave me, who else gonna want me? That none of those issues were on the table. So listen.
And also, my dad was
the vow that you take, the vow that you have taken with this person, like you vowed to be with this person for better or worse.
Right.
What happened till death do you apart? So if something happens, y'all have to figure out a way through that.
So, Top Chef, it was completely emotional. You're saying?
No, with my husband? No, it was. We were in a drought physically, and it happened. So, and you know what?
What happened, sis?
I'm talking about when the infidelity entered my marriage. I knew.
Oh, okay.
I knew it wasn't because he was interested in that individual, and so for the people commenting, well, if she stayed because she had to, no, and I'm not trying to brag or boast, but I didn't stay because I thought that was the only man that would want me. None of those things. I stayed for my family. I wanted my children to have their parents together, and that was more important to me than some dumb stuff.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was just trying to say before, and why I have so much respect for my mom is because she cared about the family, and she put that first. Then
I put my kids first.
Exactly.
And I don't care what anybody thought about it, because while you talking about me, your man probably cheating too. And you don't have the resources to leave. And if you do leave, somebody might not want you again. So don't point those fingers at people like that. Everybody it has their own relationships to deal with. You got to stop thinking outside the box and judging people for how they maneuver in their relationships.
I agree, but y'all, let's give Good Yellow a chance. He's been trying to talk now for about a good 10, 15 minutes.
No, I'm good. I ain't saying about it. I forgot what I was going to say.
I just wanted to make sure you had your chance and your opportunity. I apologize.
I'm good. I don't need to talk. I forgot what I was going to say, y'all, real talk. But go ahead and finish the conversation. I'm chilling.
Nice, but I just hope, if you guys want to keep talking about it, but I just hope you guys could understand, I guess, my perspective. You don't have to agree with me as a person. You don't have to think. I'm not trying to even get anyone to do what I do. I just want to just come on the panel, just let you know my perspective.
We ain't gonna do what you do. Trust it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So,
I got a question for you.
We just have a conversation. We just listen.
Yeah.
You don't have to respect it. You don't have to respect it of the things that I do. I mean, I'm just a very organized. I have a lot of OCD. I'm like that kind of person. So the way how I operate's obviously a little bit out of the ordinary, but yeah. Hopefully,
John.
One thing people are entitled to is their opinion.
Trust.
John, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years, sir?
In the next 5 years, I'll be 30. I'll be 33 years old in 5 years. I'll probably still be investing. I'll still be doing that. I currently work at a data analytical company, so I would assume I'd be progressing in that further as well. And most likely, I would be engaged. So around that.
John, don't leave with your pockets though.
As long as you see yourself not having the same future as, or what you've seen and been through, bro, and you got a good thing going.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You sound like you're a pretty good person and you still young, so don't be so hard on yourself. Like, it's growing pains. We all did
He's
it.
hard on himself. It sounds like we're hard on him.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. I mean, I didn't expect
ain't nobody in no place to judge, or everybody has fallen some short. I don't care what age you are, how old you've grown to be. Everybody got something.
Exactly.
And again, like I said, everybody entitled to their opinions. And what you got to do is digest what you can use and spit out what you can't.
Exactly. And that was really well said. And one thing that I did want to say is that I'm not like a sociopath, psychopath, like kind of guy. Like I am really not like that. Some of the worst things, like I hate seeing women cry. Like it makes me upset. Like I don't like seeing stuff like that. So I try to like keep it under wraps like as much as I possibly could. If I end up doing something stupid, like I just really
You don't like to see women cry, y'all.
absolutely not. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Well, one thing I know you don't like it, but one thing women gonna do, John, is cry.
No, they definitely do.
Honey, they gonna cry. Sometimes for no reason. Well, you ain't gonna see the reason in the cry, and you ain't gonna understand it, but they gonna do it.
Auntie Netra.
Yeah, there's been so many times where like there was like other girls like that I was talking to, and I'm just kind of like, look, I think like this isn't like going well. Then they start crying. Then I ended up staying with them for another like 6 months. I was like,
And who does that benefit?
no way.
Auntie Netra. How much stuff you got left to do?
Shit, everything.
Start packing, sis.
Everything.
I'm so sorry, you all. I came in midway of the conversation. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
And roll your suitcase by the front door. Get it
Curtis
over.
said all I got to do is stick the stuff in the suitcase because it's all new. So
Okay, so you had it laid out and everything.
yeah, it's all in there. I'm finna go. I went and bought me. I have an orange suitcase, kind of a tall one, and I went and bought the smaller version of the orange one today.
Don't
So
bring that big one like you had in Washington.
You got to carry on.
I got that orange one, and
Lord.
I bought me another orange one to match it, but it's a little smaller. So
Women travel like that, like you and Fearless. Oh my word!
Huh?
About carrying some heavy luggage. Fearless had about 3 heavy, big luggages. I'm like, what y'all need?
Fearless had 2 big luggage, 2.
I mean,
2. And
Miss
they
Netra,
was,
are you flying?
am I flying? Yes.
Yeah. What part of the world you going to?
My flight is I leave at 11 in the morning and I get there at 12. Or I leave at 11:10 and get there at 12:30 or something like that.
Oh,
So you must be going south.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know.
That's a quick trip.
I'm going to the slopes. Thank you, Cherry. I'm going to the slopes.
Oh, okay. Wherever they are, I don't know what the slope is.
Mile High.
Going to the mountains. Going to the cold mountains.
Arizona or Colorado?
I'm going to the cold mountains.
Colorado?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That to be Colorado.
Yeah, I'm going to change time zones. Like right now it's 80 where I am. I'm fixing to go to where it's. But it seems tomorrow it's going to be 60, between 40 and 60. That's going to be good weather for me.
Yeah.
I have hot flashes, so I'll be standing outside in Colorado. 60 degrees feels good.
But you know what, Miss Netra, I'm going to tell you something. And you going to remember this as soon as I tell you. When you get off that plane, honey, sit down
for a minute because the
Exactly.
altitude,
Yeah, exactly.
when it change, baby,
That's why I say
you gonna feel it, honey. You gonna feel it, honey.
It's
You
gonna
gonna feel it,
snow
baby.
So
tomorrow
what do
for
I
me.
need to do? I've never been to Colorado. At least tell
It
me, what
just
do I need to do?
the altitude. It's a mile high. It's a mile above sea level. So
Yeah.
you're just your breathing and whatnot. Just make sure
Yeah.
you monitor your breathing because
And touch it.
it's a
And
different
if you
kind. And
feel
it's
like,
not going to be like debilitating. It's not going to
Somebody
take.
Yeah.
said, get you some gum, chew gum. Look,
That's just for the ear, but just breathing is different.
so your ears don't pop.
y'all know I went and bought my favorite gum today. I got my gum. I got my earplugs. I got my earplugs. I got my earmuffs. I got my goggles, sun protected goggles.
Are you going to Aspen? Okay. What you got goggles for?
Probably the spring.
Because I'm going up to the slopes.
Okay, so you go right. So you're going up to the mountains, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to the mountains, but not Aspen.
Okay.
The Rockies probably. But listen,
that's gonna be fun.
When you put your boots to the ground, because I know you're gonna do it because you got your fan already ready to whip it. Just make sure you got that air.
I just need to practice on my breathing, right?
Yeah, the altitude is different. And it affects everybody different. So
somebody said they never had problems coming from the
it
west.
affects everybody different. So just be mindful of it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I live out in Arizona, and as coming up here, it doesn't bother me at all.
Arizona different though. Arizona,
yeah, it is
ain't that
from
a
Denver.
different it's different. Arizona is dry heat.
I was about to pass out. I was so damn hot.
Yeah, that's different. Colorado got
The
humidity.
atmosphere is different because it's a mile above sea level. It's just an elevated area, and so the higher
we ride
clouds. Your breathing is different. So
it is. We ride to Denver a lot.
They say an oxygen tank. Shit, do I need to just stay in the
No,
booth?
you're fine.
You don't need no oxygen tank. Now that's going too damn far.
You'll be fine. You may not even know.
No, you don't need no oxygen tank. Just make sure you're mindful of it.
Girl.
Just be mindful of it. But you're going to have plenty of lettuce around because they freely with lettuce out there too. But if you pass by Pueblo, make sure you get your chilies roasted.
When my girl
in Pueblo.
So is it snow in Colorado right now?
It is.
In some parts. So some parts has a lower altitude and some parts have a higher altitude. It depends on where you at in Colorado.
Yeah.
Denver is my
so
I
met
Denver.
My girl is in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
That's where I was, Colorado Springs and Pueblo.
She
Denver
coming tomorrow, but she said she had a hard time breathing when she went back home. Really
that's it. The after effects when you get back home be different too because you gotta adjust your body back.
So it'd probably be worse on me when I come back.
It's
home
your lungs. It's fine.
Right.
You just gotta
when we go to Denver,
adjusted to different air. That's all.
I ain't gonna be gone for 3 days.
It's so nice.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But just be mindful. It's a change in the
So
altitude.
what about Breckenridge?
And breathing is different.
I don't know anything about
Breckenridge? The mountain?
Are all
I've
you
never
guys
been. I've been
family,
asked,
by
but
the
not
way?
Breckenridge.
I wanted to ask. Everyone on the panel is all family?
Everybody in the room.
FOE.
Forever.
All 300. Watch this. If you FOE family, drop yellow hearts. Everybody here family. Drop yellow hearts if you related to us up here. Hold on 1 second, John. There go your cousin. See that? Everybody in this room, 300 people, we family.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, everybody here is cousins, sisters, brothers, uncles, nieces, something.
Wow. That's,
Yeah, you'll just add to the family, John.
I think I'm like 50-50 though, because I think half the chat might like me, half the other chat might not. But I'm just being.
They just feeling you. Just like this your second day here.
Everybody in
you
here.
gotta come more often because see your cousins down there. They like people, but so boom, they just very careful with the people we like because everybody be doing us wrong, don't they, y'all?
Yep.
They say you cool, John. Look, they like you, John.
Yeah, John, you're pretty cool. We like you.
Yeah, you pretty
I
cool, John.
appreciate it.
It's just that we got some family out there that don't give a fuck About us.
Nah, I feel that too. Well,
They don't give a damn.
whatever initiation process I got to do, I'm not shy.
Yeah.
That's good. I love your fortitude. I love the fact that you can stand up and
Your cousins here, they already
bond,
with you.
and you know that speaks volumes to me for any man, much less a man of another persuasion.
Let him know, Ruby. We don't mind.
I commend you, brother.
Your family, we not that ugly family that kick you to the curb. Tell them, Bethany.
Yeah.
We love on you.
I love your honesty, John. I love your honesty and the way you present the stories, telling.
I just know you.
Been open hearted.
You got some family in here. Come on now.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it because I knew explaining my story. Like I know it's like not amazing. Like it's kind of like could rile people up a little bit. But I just tried to just be as truthful as I possibly could. And I'm not gonna like try to meet anyone else's standards. I'm just gonna just stay how I stay, and what works for me, and that's just how I go about everything, really. So I'm happy you guys at least are understanding of it and don't think I'm just a complete jerk off. So thank you.
Oh, they done gave you a gift. You done made it to the family.
Hey, thank you guys. That's
your birthday Saturday, girl. Happy birthday. Okay. So Audie, baby birthday Saturday. Come back through, Audie. We're gonna be saying happy birthday to you. Maybe we can catch Tracy. The family,
Girl, what you been doing?
I saw your mama today.
Oh, where?
At the nail shop.
Girl, she sent me a picture of her in there.
Yeah, we had a good conversation. It's her birthday, so
yeah.
So we had a good conversation.
So hey, someone's like, come to the birthday party.
You gonna be at the club? Yeah, I'm having a 50th birthday party, John. You probably don't want to come to that though.
Oh, wait, how old are you turning for your birthday?
50.
Wow, 50. That's a big birthday.
Sure is.
50's good. My dad just had his 60th birthday last month. That was a big party.
Yeah, that's a big one too. I'm gonna do 50, and the good Lord let me live to see it. I'm not gonna do my next one till about 55, and then 60.
You got to go stupid on 60.
I'm going stupid on 50, baby.
No.
60, my kids will be treating me like a nursing home patient by then.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Tell me
They'll
about
be ready
it.
for me to sit all the way down and
what do you guys like?
Like they gotta wipe my mouth when I eat and shit. So I couldn't just imagine. They already think they my mom and daddy. So yeah, I'm gonna turn up on 50 because by 60 I'll be turned all the way down. Yeah.
Annie, is that a new cousin?
Huh?
Is that a new comment cousin?
Yeah, John's new. We working on him. We breaking him in right now as we speak.
Yeah, I'll stop by every now and then when I see the live going. I'll stop by. I'll say a little
birthday, Queen, coming up.
Okay, hey cousin,
nephew, hey nephew.
Listen there, PJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up on my there.
I want to have a party.
I'm offended, sis.
I want to have a party for my 77th birthday.
At 60, you gonna turn down, but how you been?
At 60, my kids, I just feel like my children, they already think they run me. I just feel like at 60.
You said wiping your mouth.
I'm gonna be at 60. I'm gonna be that granny. You know what I'm saying?
You're not.
No, you won't, Netra. I'm 76, and I'm still. I don't. My grandkids, when they get mad at me, they tell me they're gonna pick out my nursing home and stuff like that. But they always teasing me. But it's fun. I'm enjoying life. That's all.
Girl, we right there together. 55. You know what? One thing I do know, John. No disrespect to you. We do have some that's your age, good yellow.
It's coming.
No, PJ now, but I will say this.
Don't crack.
I got a room full of grown-ups and I love it. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love the fact, no disrespect to y'all that's in your 30s and stuff, But 40 and up, man, y'all, we doing our big one. I love the fact that it ain't nothing over here hardly but grown ups. This is the room where you come get the education. They say whatever they want to say, but stay in your era of life with people that can relate to you.
Yeah.
But it seems like John is an old soul. John is somewhat of an old soul.
Am I an old soul?
Yes.
No.
You don't think
He
so?
sound wise beyond his years a little.
I ain't gonna give it to you. I'm not finna. I feel like this. Hear me out. I don't think you have an old soul. I think that you can hold a conversation and conduct a conversation with older people. I think there's a level of maturity in you because of what you've been through in your life. But I don't think your soul is old at all.
Okay.
That's just my
behind that.
I appreciate the difference. I appreciate the differences.
Hey, John.
You the oldest John.
You right, sis. You nailed it.
Is that kind of right?
You nailed
Netra,
it.
Netra, is one of the rules still if you don't know who they are, you've never met them before, or they never cammed up before, they still got to cam up?
Man, I've been trying to get folks pictures. You ain't even on camera. January the 1st.
Okay, but you said, hold on, but you met me before in person. You said if I met you before in person.
But I said every blue moon, y'all turn it on.
And I did. I cammed up with you I was on your YouTube for the whole doggone freaking time.
You were. But what I'm saying.
Hold on, Top Chef. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. You said if it's somebody I don't know, never met, and it's the first time on the panel, they at least got to cam up. I'm just asking, is that still true?
Well, I would love for it to be. But because FOE has not led by example, and only one person up here is on camera besides myself, I just don't think that it's even worth stressing over it no more.
I would go on camera. I just
feel like if folks ain't acting weird, I think we ought to just keep doing what we've been doing. Because to tell you the truth, don't nobody come on the camera. Like I just gave up on it.
I would come on camera, but when I get enough followers,
you got enough. I just did you an invite. You got enough.
I don't have enough. I need some followers to come up.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
I come up.
Well, first of all, let's introduce ourselves. Hello, how are you?
Hey, everybody.
How are you doing? Let's start somewhere.
Mother Love, I followed you. Mother Love, I just followed you.
Thank you, love. I appreciate it.
And I followed John.
I'm from New Jersey, everybody.
Okay. No way.
I'm from New Jersey, too.
Here?
This is actually my first time coming here. I just started on TikTok maybe about 2 weeks now. 2 or 3 weeks. My daughter put me up here, and I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so what do you know about Miss Netra?
I really don't know anything. I just came in and started listening to the conversation and was enjoying the conversation. So I wanted to participate, but you guys kind of got off the subject of what you were talking about. And I was trying to interject in and, make a comment regarding it, but we started talking about your trip, so which is good too. Listen, I love a travel experience.
Okay, well, nice to have met you.
The pleasure is definitely mine. I'm enjoying myself. I am 55 years old, so I fit right in that little category there.
Okay.
Did you want to ask me something from the? You could ask me if you want. I mean,
well, I came in midway of the conversation. I just heard your explanation of how your parents dealt with the infidelity in their relationship. I'm just a little different, and I'm different from sis up top here. The same thing happened to me. There was infidelity, but one thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm not about to catch anything. I believe respect goes across the board, and I don't judge anyone for whatever decision they make. But I left my husband. I was a stay-home wife, and I left my husband. I hadn't worked in 15 years, but now I'm an owner-operator of my own transportation company.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, right. So I had to step it up with one child.
You think you was cheating, sir, because you was sitting at home just What
Well,
was it?
no, you know what?
Congratulations.
I can't really say what his reasoning was,
Hey,
but I'm that
H-Town,
type of
Houston,
woman.
Texas.
Yeah, he did.
Did he
He
have
had
an
an
affair?
affair.
Or
He
Okay,
had
was
an
we
it?
got
affair and wanted multiple. He wanted
Yeah,
me
okay,
and
that's
her.
different.
But see, I don't do community
That's
dingling.
different.
Yeah, I'm not sharing not man
You were no longer the
God, I ain't
priority.
one
That
of
was
them.
different.
No, I'm not sharing. He
Nope.
changed
My
his
man,
Thank you for being
religion.
my man
courageous.
cheated.
Thank God
He didn't
I
have any
ain't one
attachment. But it's different. My man was not attached to
Right. Okay.
the person that he dealt with.
Right.
It sounds
He
like
had a
your man had
relationship
a
and he wanted
relationship
both
with the
of
person
us.
he dealt with.
Right. He had
Two
a
different
real
situations.
situation. He
Two
became
different
Muslim. He
situations.
married Christian, and he
Yeah.
became Muslim. And his Muslim religion says that he can have more than one
Yep.
wife.
Oh, I have a
As many
question.
wives
I
as
do
he can
have a
take
question
care
because
of.
we ran into this not too long ago with another woman. And hear me out, hear me out. Hey, Jagadi, hey, nephew, hear me out. At any given point, ma'am, just hear me out. Did you make him feel like it was okay to have another woman?
Oh no, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay, it was one woman that had let the man have a woman and come in and live with him. Then she got tired of it and he
Oh
chose the
no,
woman.
oh no,
Oh,
we ain't
hell
doing
no.
that.
Yeah.
That's something we
Okay,
don't
okay,
do.
continue on, cause
Hell no.
baby,
We married Christian.
Hell no.
And throughout the time of being Christian, he decided he wanted to dibble and dabble in the Islamic faith. And I can't, change you for what you want to do. I believe and serve one God. But you do what, you make your own
oh, Cat
decisions and do
William
what you.
down there said that's not true. His her husband is a Muslim.
Well, I do know it depends on what type of Muslim
Right,
you
what
are
type
as
of
well.
Muslim? Right.
But one thing about it, I
Orthodox.
do
Sorry,
know
Miss
he
Ruby, I'll
did
be
not
good.
follow his religion because he's not allowed to take on another wife without his first wife permission. So he was wrong there.
Consent.
That was number one. Number two, you're not allowed to have another woman unless you're able to take care of them both equally, which he could
That
not.
me.
So he did what he wanted to do because that's what he wanted to do. So I don't
Nina
blame.
said that ain't
Or
true.
did it under the
Nina
guise
said
of
that
the
ain't
father.
true.
Oh,
No, it
okay.
is
Let
true.
me
It's
drop
Okay.
true.
down and bring
It's true.
Nina up, Miss Netra. I love you. I'll
It's
be
true.
following up with you in
Thank you,
Colorado
Chrissy.
somehow, some way. I'ma find you in the streets, child.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm gonna find you
Trege.
in the street style.
Let me get down.
What you were saying, sis, is true.
Okay.
I'm on camera, Netra. I'm on camera. Even though I'm about to go to bed, I'm on camera.
That's all right. I'm gonna get off in a little bit. I'm having fun
You are
right now, but I'm
so
gonna get off in a
beautiful,
little bit.
sis.
You look pretty.
You are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Doesn't she look
everybody.
beautiful?
Don't want to be on camera with me.
She's pretty. You
She's
glowing,
pretty.
Peaches. You glowing, Peaches. There is no
Peaches
excuse.
very pretty.
She's beautiful.
I can prove who I am.
Looking like a black queen.
I know that's right.
Right. But it's not about proving it. But it's nice to see the faces.
Where Coco?
Call me out, top shelf. Don't be calling me out. You called me out. So I had to come in here in the wine.
Yes. Because, right, I want to see you
Won't
every
get up
time.
here.
I need to see that beautiful face
Where
every
Coco
time.
at, Peaches?
Girl,
I've
been in my room and in this wine room hiding because the grandbaby and her and this homework and trying to tell time on the regular clock and all the rest of that stuff. It's time for me to roll out. She been on that baby booty. Oh, that girl gonna be smart. She gonna be smart like a mama.
Fair.
It's already 8:43 our time, and I walked out. Yeah, I walked out just
discipline
now. I
and
said,
knows
"Wait
how
a
to
minute,
study."
you still
Right.
doing homework?" Because usually when she first come home from school at 1:45, she get here about 2. It's a done deal, right? But no, not this time. After we take these feelings out, not this time.
I'm gonna go pack.
I will let my kids get
But
home.
anyway,
and
going
boost
back to
up.
your conversation, I'm sitting here chilling.
Yeah, so it's 10:45 almost.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna leave here no later than 11:30. So who's gonna go live? I'm gonna be still up, but I'm gonna get off the internet so I can go pack my bags and all that stuff. And then I need a courtesy wake up call in the morning at 6:00. I'm gonna set my clock, but just in case.
6:00 your time.
Curtis said before 6.
I might head off
We
now,
gotta
guys.
leave
I might make
at
myself some
6. My
dinner.
flight don't leave till 11.
Nice meeting you, John.
Yeah, but it was nice meeting you guys all.
Pleasure, John.
John, come back and see
Thanks
us
for
now. We have
sharing.
Seeing you
more,
again.
Yep. I'll
we
be
have
back
more
here.
personal questions for you.
Not a problem. I'll answer all of them. All right, guys. Take care. Have a nice night.
You
Good
too.
night.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, TK, I need a wake up call, like room service.
Hi, Nina.
Y'all gonna still be up? Somebody is waking up at 5:30.
That's 4 o'clock
Yeah, thank
my
you.
It's
time.
3 o'clock my time, so that's usually when I wake up. So
Thank you, Audie.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, it's 11:45 my time.
Yeah, China, y'all call me, wake me
That's
up.
2 hours difference. It'd be.
y'all, she ain't gonna wake up. Y'all listen. Netra be busy.
I
She didn't
do get up.
Dex said she was gonna go live. She didn't drop. Where'd she go?
Yeah, Top Chef or somebody.
No.
Okay, Top
Since
Chef
I'm
because
up.
we on West Coast.
When we leave
Go
from
ahead,
over
go ahead
here.
to me.
Yeah,
No,
Nina
no,
wanted to say something. Come on, Nina.
No, I just wanted to clear the. Someone said he had to have his first wife's permission to take on the second wife. No, he doesn't need her permission. She was right in as far as being able to provide. In the Muslim community, the woman has rights. So the man is responsible for her food, her clothing, and her shelter. If he cannot provide food, clothing, and shelter to each wife, he should not take on a second wife. So meaning if I have 5 children by him, I should have a house. He's responsible to put me in a house to make sure all the children have rooms, comfortable living.
provide for
If he took on a second wife, she doesn't have any children, she can live in an apartment. So he needs to be able to provide that rent, take care of that home, put food, and be able to clothe all of the children and the wife that he's taken upon. So he doesn't have
Every wife needs to be
exactly.
provided
Now
for
he has
as a
to be
wife.
fair.
Period.
Y'all
The
know what?
fairness
I did
is-
not know Muslim because I don't study Muslim, and forgive me to anybody that does. I told my sons to stay as far
I
away
was
from me
introduced
as
to
they could.
Well, the
I was
thing
gonna
of the
say,
matter,
Well,
he
yeah,
could
my
not.
husband is
He
so I'm
could
learning
not
the
provide
Nation
for
of
us
Islam.
equal,
Now
so
there's
he
a
had no
difference.
right taking on no additional wife.
Let's just not go
And there's
I
down.
know
no
y'all.
I know.
I heard everybody at one time.
Right.
I
But
told my
when we
sons to stay
married
away from the
as
Muslim
Christians.
traits.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
So I'm married to a Muslim. My
Hello.
husband is actually from Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So he came out
Thank you, Rose.
Muslim. So what my
So he's
husband have
Orthodox,
shared
not
with
the
me,
name.
I'm a Christian. My husband is a Muslim. We are happily married. From my understanding, my husband says the Quran says, now I didn't read it because I'm not a Muslim again, but my husband says the Quran states if a man can treat, make sure I'm saying it right, if a man can treat his wives equally, then he can marry. But my husband says there's no
That's just what she
way
said.
a man can treat 2 women equally. So it's best not to marry multiple
But when you say
wives.
equally,
But when they say equally, that means
Yes.
equally means provisions.
yes,
Relationship is different because he's with this one for this reason, he's with that one for that reason, so it's not going to look the same.
Yes,
but the
Top Shelf.
provisions
Yes.
have to be in place.
I don't know. I'm just, my husband have never
So
thought
it's
about
not
taking
that
on
he
a
has to
second
be
wife.
like if he buys
My
you a
husband
bag,
has
he got to
never
buy me a
ever been
bag.
married. I'm the
Exactly.
first wife. I'm
Exactly.
the only wife.
So
Until
the
death
Quran
do
is,
us part.
so the Quran is set up to
Well,
right.
he
It's
doesn't have to have multiple
exactly.
wives, but
And
it's
it
an
also
option.
says in Quran, if you are unable to treat them just and fair, keep the one.
Yes, my husband did say that. Yes.
The one.
So
There are
y'all
many.
know I don't know
I
nothing
know a
about
lot of
Muslim
sisters
law.
that's been in a polygyny situation for years.
Thank you,
They
Jay.
like it. So, and to a degree, prior to me, you have some sisters that say, "Well, I've dealt with a married man, and I was okay with that. So why wouldn't I be okay with polygyny?" That's coming from a non-Muslim background versus going into an Islamic background. So you have some people, that look at it as if, dealing with the married man is wrong. I'm not
Thank
saying
you,
that
Daisy.
that's
Yes.
right.
That is within
That
my
is wrong.
religion.
But
It is
what
wrong.
I'm saying, the point that they try to make and justify it is, if I'm okay with being number 2 and outside of Islam, I can easily accept polygyny. That's some people's mindset. If they come from being raised not being a Muslim, and then they take upon being a Muslim in their life. So they some females look at it like I was okay prior to my Islam being a number two, so I'm okay being a second wife, knowing that I'm doing it for the sake of Allah, doing it for. So
is your husband Muslim, Nina?
I don't have a husband. I'm gonna be honest. My husband. This is my little story. My 2.2, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I was married for 15 years. My husband cheated on me and made a baby. He went to jail. We divorced, but to find out he made multiple children on me. So instead of him, and
he didn't go to jail for making a baby, though, right? You didn't go to jail for making a baby.
I just threw that in there. He went to jail, and once he went to jail, I found out he made multiple children on me. So instead of him going about things the right way, he chose just to be a habitual cheater. To find out that it's multiple children out there. And I was with this man for 15 years. So I've been single for well over 15 years.
So did your husband convert over to Muslim, or my husband always been Muslim?
No, he converted over to being a Muslim later in his life.
Okay.
Yep, just like I was raised as a Christian. Like we was in a conversation the other day with Miss Peaches, and we was talking. This was a kind of a topic of conversation. I was raised Christian. My choice, because of certain things that I was not comfortable with, and many questions that was not being answered to me, I sought out a religion that would be comfortable for me to understand, and for me to accept, to have a way of life for myself.
You a Muslim?
Say it again, Ms. Netra.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes.
Yeah, she has her hijab on.
Yeah, I've been. I took my shahada when my oldest was about 7, and he'll be 34 this year. So it was a lot of things in the Christian world that I was not able to kind of accept, and I had some things that was done to me from a pastor, so that kind of sort of made me shun away from. And I don't. Every time I think about it, it's a touchy situation,
right?
But it just kind of made me shun away from the church per se, but still able to keep my faith in God.
Right.
If that makes sense. So even though my mom raised me as a Christian, I needed to find that foundation that still kept me God first. God is, him and him alone is who I worship, who I trust in, who I put my faith in. So I just kept that as, finding my way as I got of age. And I felt like it worked for me. It's brought me a lot of peace.
Yes, it does.
Comfort. It just brings those things in me that when I know I'm struggling, I have something to fall upon. And one thing I've learned about being a Muslim, there's a dua, which is a prayer. For everything, when you wake up, there's a prayer. Before you walk out the door, there's a prayer. Everything in life that there's a prayer for. So it gave me some peace, some comfort, and just a level of the level that I needed in my life to be able to raise my children and instill, certain things in them.
I understand.
Right. But I just wanted to come up to clear that up, because the man doesn't have to have the woman's, because it's his right in Islam. Is if he can fulfill that right in the eyes of a law which is pleasing, and if it's not, it's just best to keep the one. Because at the end of it all, when he passes away, he got an answer for everything that he did unjustly to his wives, to his children, the things that he was not able to provide for them, and that's their right for that man to do.
Right. Well, he didn't have right to do it because he could not equally provide for me. And when I married him, we marry as Christians. We marry under the law of God, of our God. And he, throughout the relationship, we were married for 16 years. So throughout the relationship, I'll say the last 2 to 3 years, he began to seek the Islamic faith. And because I did discover that the young lady was Muslim, so that was introduced to him through her. And that is your will. God is a free choice. God is not a forceful God. So whatever God you serve, now see, the difference is between his religion and my religion is no man come unto the Father unless you come unto the Son of Jesus Christ. Now, what they believed, Jesus was a prophet.
Is Jesus Christ
Not the Son of God.
not the
I
Son of
believe
God?
Jesus is the Son of God. So that's where we differ. It was nothing. So
Unequally
nothing.
yoked.
There's a prayer for everything when you wake up. So you guys may we pray. We just consider it just prayer. There's a prayer for everything, and you have to have right relations with God. It's not religion with God. It's relations with God.
Well, dua is just the Arabic term for what we say prayer in English.
Prayer. Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times, just like Allah is our way of saying God. There is
God.
only one
Exactly.
God.
Right.
So a
Right.
lot
We
a
all
lot of
believe in one God,
And
whether you're
Muslims are
Christian
required
or
to read the
Muslim.
Bible.
Right. There's one
Required to read
God.
the Bible as well. They're
correct.
required to read the
Because
Right. As
Bible
a
there's a
as
lot of
Muslim,
well.
you
things.
have to pray
Yes.
5 times a day.
Yes, there's a lot of
Yes.
things
Right.
within the Bible that's within the Quran. A lot of
It's
things
the
that
A
same
lot of
thing.
it.
It's just
The
correct.
worded
same thing.
different.
Respectfully, y'all.
Correct.
Respectfully. We're not going to debate about the Bible and the
Pride
Quran.
is
We're
Jesus
not going to do
Christ
that,
not
y'all.
being the
Like
Son
there
of
are a
God,
lot
That'll
of
be a
but
long
merely
similarities.
being
debate,
a
and we
prophet.
know that the Quran uses the Bible to make itself look good, and it's just not what it
There are
is.
many, but no, there are many similarities. If from me coming from the
I wouldn't
Christian
say
world,
that,
there are
nephew.
many similarities within the
You can
Bible
tell I studied
that's
King
Absolutely.
within
James.
Quran, and a lot of
Right,
Absolutely,
because the
Nina.
so
You're
Quran will
right.
have to use the Bible
because
to make itself true.
say it again.
You're right, because the Quran will have to use verses from the Bible to make itself true.
Well, and if you go and I know speaking of religion and speaking of politics is a little touchy on the internet, but
Right,
if
and that's
you
what I
look
want
at
to
your
get to.
history a little bit and it goes back, what was the first language?
No, I don't want to go into that because this is get real deep.
Yes.
Get
So
real deep.
Yes,
Was
now
it
the
Arabic.
reason
I
Arabic?
was
the
going to
reason
ask you, Nina,
wait a
do you
Arabic.
minute.
speak the language?
Thank you,
I speak a
Felicia.
little bit and I'm currently in class refreshing my Arabic language. I
Oh,
go
that's
every
a very
Saturday.
hard language to
It
learn. My
is. It
husband,
is.
yes,
But when
that's
I
very hard.
the reason why I made that statement of the first language that came forth is because I don't take nothing away from Christianity, and this is not down it because this is the foundation of what I was raised on.
Well,
But
before we came over on the slave ship, that's what all of us had practiced.
correct, and this is why I say that I don't
So
take
we took
nothing,
Christian from the white man.
and
Well,
that's what a lot of people.
We took
Judaism started in
Christianity. We
Somalia.
took Christian from the white man, and the white man took our land.
Judaism started in Somalia, which is a type of Christianity. So they put their Christianity on us, not the Christianity that was birthed and made
Thank
to
you.
be what it is. They rewrote Christianity to appease and apply to their tactics. Period.
So I just wanted to bring that up because some people think we bash the Bible, Kareem. No, because and when you study and
Thank you,
understand, you
Ginger.
look at the Bible too because of the comparison. Now, the reason I brought that
Comparison.
up is because the Bible is man written.
Yes.
Versus what they
And
say about the
it's been written.
Quran
It's been written over
It's
how
been
many
rewritten.
times?
many times, and
Yes,
what they
but the
say is hard.
Quran have never been rewrote.
Correct. That's why it's still in its first language and is not taken. Yes, you have people that will break it down and take it from the Arabic and explain it into English. But as far as the book, the Bible, the Torah is in its first language, which is Arabic, and that's why it's never been rewritten to take it from an Arabic language to put it in the English language. So that's my 2.2, and I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
But everybody has their free will of their beliefs. I don't knock
Absolutely.
because my mom is a Christian, I have
I never
family members
studied
that's
it.
Christian. You know, I
Nina, I
don't.
got a question.
Sure.
So, and I really don't know. So, like the Quran, it's only written in one language. Like they don't have them in other languages.
Yeah, they do.
So okay, so the Quran is always going to be. There is an English, which it was interpreted.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the Arabic, it's always in that form
Arab.
versus the Bible that's only in the English language. If I'm making sense to you,
Okay, gotcha.
like I have a Quran that breaks down, and one column is all Arabic, and then it'll give you the English, and then you'll see it actually written in Arabic.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to always find it in that Arabic form. And one thing that, like, if you're reading the Quran, it'll give you like subtitles, and it'll have a number beside it. If it's something you may not understand or something that's trying to be explained, you at the bottom is like footnotes to break down and
Like little. Okay.
interpret what it's meaning. And there's also a backup to the Quran, which is called hadiths, which will give you more of the layman explanation of what the Quran is really talking about.
Gotcha.
It's pretty much similar to the King James version versus the NIV version. So it all relates. It is all interpretation of the word.
It's not that similar to the word. I won't give it
Wait,
that much.
but King James in the NIV, it's both English.
Right, it's both English, but whereas though you may see in King James "thou art" versus "thou are," are not. You know, it's still it's still the same language, but it's words that are interpreted differently.
Right.
So it's basically from what I'm getting from you, it is still interpreted through I'm sorry, through the Arabic language. It is still interpreted. Am I wrong?
I'm sorry.
When you
So,
when you speak on the King James version,
Miss T, you muted. What's up,
so Nina,
ma'am? Up
do
at the
you
top, you're
do the
muted. Unmute.
Ramadan for the whole 30 days?
What's
yes,
her name?
yes.
My husband, I just look after just sometimes I just
Chelsea was
like,
muted.
baby, you got to eat. He's so
You were muted.
weak. He is so weak from sun up to sundown.
Well, does he get up? Does he get up before, for sahur before sunset to be able to eat a meal?
He does, yes. He does. I'm like, okay, eat this, eat that. But he's just weak. And he says, no, this I have to sacrifice. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm
Well,
trying
the
my
same
best to
as Lent.
understand it.
Right.
Do you take Lent? Do you do Lent
No,
season?
I only do Ramadan.
That's Catholic, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
was talking to the
Ramadan,
young
that's it.
lady.
Netra, I'm
I'm
down in the
sorry, to
comments.
Kat.
Oh, my apologies.
Top Chef, I'm down in the comments. I'm gonna go back down there and tap. Love y'all.
I
Y'all have a
love
good
you. I
conversation.
love you, Sissy.
Okay.
All right,
Me too.
Peaches.
I gotta roll out. I'll be down
The
in the
only
comments.
reason I get
listen, I have a
to
question.
too is because my mother was raised Christian and she became a Muslim as I was a child. And so I grew up in the nation of Islam till I was about 13 or 14. And I never read the Quran, but my mother was steeped in it, and she went from the nation to Orthodox, and so her whole ideology, kind of shifted from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So that is my experience with that. But as you chose Islam as a path, I chose Christ as my path.
Christianity.
Yes.
Same thing. Well, my
so it's a
parents weren't Muslim. I dated a guy that was Muslim. Actually, he was a 5%er originally. Then he became a Sunni Muslim, and I followed him. And when I could not get questions that I needed answers to, that's what drew me away from it. and I sat in, I believe it's called MSG, Muslim Girl Training, where I sat, in classes. And when I don't recall the questions that I was asking. This is you talking about with 30 years ago. I had to be in like maybe my early 20s or so. But it's when I asked the questions and I was not being given affirmative answers, and I lost interest in it, and I went back to Christianity. Now, I have not found the Bible to be false. I have not found, if you're following, see, the thing is, there's a difference between relations and religion.
Absolutely.
People attach themselves to religion instead of relationship to God.
That's why it's so easy for them to leave the church when the pastor go wrong. Right.
Right. It's not about, see, what you have to realize, you are the church.
Right.
The church is a hospital
The
for
body
the
is
sick.
the church.
I'm sorry?
The body is the church.
Right. The body is the church. Right. But the church is where you fill up. You get your information, you fill up, you read, you with like-minded people, you study the word. I mean, it's not just on Sunday. I study the word on a daily basis. I'm in Bible study, things in that nature, and I still don't have it all, because I can read something one month or so and go back and read it again, and I have a different interpretation of it because of the experiences that I've experienced throughout that time.
Okay, so I'm still a Christian. I haven't converted over. My husband's not even asking me to convert over. My thing that I see a lot in Christian, I was heavily into church. But what I didn't understand, I mean, not trying to put anybody down, all these gays are in church.
Oh, baby, hold on.
But when you
just because you're gay, does that mean that you can't love the Lord?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Because we all we all sin. We all have some sin, and that's why we
not perfect. Yes, I understand that.
That's why we go to God on a daily basis.
But let her finish her comment.
I'm so sorry.
I guess like what do you mean when you say that there are so many?
I just see a lot of corruption in the church.
Like, are you saying like that they're the preacher or the deacons, or like just members attending?
That's life, period.
That's life.
But see,
now I'm just telling you what I see, what I have observed.
Let her finish.
So,
I want to hear this. So when you say that the church is full of gays, what do you mean?
On ear.
Well, I'm just saying, not just gays. I just see so much wrong.
Because the sin is in the church, no matter like
infidelity,
everything I see. But when I look at the Muslim side, I don't.
What I want to say, sin in the church.
You don't think it's any gay Muslims?
I'm sure it is. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. I haven't seen it.
Oh,
right, because it's usually undercover when it's so frowned upon in that religion.
Right.
Let me say this.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't curse.
Let me hear her though. Hold on, Rose. Let's hear her out.
And then the people that he surrounds himself basically live the same lifestyle that my husband lives. So that's just all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not judging anybody because
that I've seen, they're very disciplined. But that doesn't mean that homosexuality does not exist in that religion. It is covered because it's deemed unacceptable. So for that population that they have, and for us to be, we can't be so naive to think that there are no homosexuals in the Islamic community.
Right. I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say you did. I'm just making a statement.
She said in the church, Queen.
Can I say my only issue with what you just said is that you use the word corruption. You use the word corruption and then the rainbow community together like they're the ones causing the issue. A lot of them go to church or wherever they go and worship. They're quiet. They're not bothering anyone. They're minding their
Right.
business. Yeah, you can look at them and tell that they're a little sweet, they have a little sugar in their tank, but who are they bothering? It's your eyes that sees them as wrong.
And it's
You were
also
taught.
those is also
like I
how the
just
preacher
said,
is preaching
I don't
against
judge. I'm not
homosexuality.
judging.
But
It's
you
also your
did.
pastor.
You just judge when you put corruption in another human being when they're not causing corruption.
I didn't
Because
say
you
the
see what
gays are causing corruption. I didn't say
you
that.
use the word corruption
I
and then
said
you
I
said
see a
gays
lot
afterwards.
of corruptions in the church.
Right.
He's sleeping around with
But
women.
see, can I just say this one thing? And that is
We
the
have to watch how we say
problem.
things.
We have our eyes on everything except for what we supposed to have them on.
Right.
So if
But
we
y'all,
went to
They
the
have as
house
much.
to
hear
get
me
something,
out. Ask her what she said first, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think she
Ask her
They
finished
have
her
as much
meeting.
right to be in church
She
as
said there's a
anybody
lot of
else.
gays and she left it there.
And I didn't say they don't belong in church. I didn't say that. So please don't
She
put
said
words.
there's a lot of corruption in the
Cat, can
church, a lot
you
of gays.
It is.
yeah.
Cat, can you
Well, I
It
break down
is.
didn't finish
what
my
you
statement.
meant?
Preachers
Yeah, let her
sleep
finish.
around with
I'm
women in
curious to know her thought, because she said
And don't
there's a
clean it up
lot of
now.
corruption in the church. There's a lot of jolly. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
jolly.
you say jolly.
There's a lot of jolly
Mhm.
people in the church. So I would like to know why she said that right behind each other, because it's making
Like
it
what is
a
the
situation.
corruption?
What I'm saying is not. I'm not saying just because of the gays. I'm talking about. I see preachers.
Use the word jolly because that
Being-
word's not accepted on TikTok.
But you said what you meant, sis. So just be honest and follow through with
Yeah.
how
You feel how you feel.
I didn't have the chance to finish saying what
Wait,
I
Miss
wanted
Cat, can we
to
just
say.
use TikTok
Let her
friendly?
finish.
Like preachers
Hold on
sleeping
for
around
1
with
second.
Let
Hold
her,
on.
y'all, let her
women.
finish. Let her finish.
Miss Cat, can you use
preachers
TikTok
in the-
friendly words? That's all I'm asking.
Y'all gotta let her be a grown woman and let her talk, y'all.
I was
That's
just
okay.
telling.
That's okay. Y'all go ahead. I'm going to mute.
No, there are
No,
certain
I
words
really,
that you
this is,
can't
you
say.
know, sis,
Well, y'all,
this
she
was
tried.
definitely
Y'all
an
took her
No
words from
one's
her.
listening to me. All I
I
said
want to
was
hear
not to use the
Netra.
G word.
No,
All I said was don't
that
use the
what
G
you're
word.
saying, I would love
My
to
God.
hear it. Because you have an opinion and you have a view and it should be heard. And this is what adults sit here and do. We may, talk about the different views or opinions about what we believe or what we think and the reason why we think or feel this. So please express yourself. What the
Just
young
use
lady was
friendly
saying, just
words,
don't use
jolly.
that particular word.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you,
I'm
Empress.
gonna say this real quick. When she said what she said, I thought she was done because she paused.
Right.
So I thought her comment was over after she said the happy people.
Right.
So because of that pause, I thought the statement was done. So it's not like we just jumped on a period. I thought that was the commentary. And so now that she's revisiting the commentary and she's got some.
Right, and all I was
That's
saying
what I
was
wanted to say too, because
One
and
second,
I think we
Rose.
should be able to hold in on that though.
All I wanted to say
Just
was
let her finish, y'all. Just let her finish.
No,
listen,
yeah, go ahead.
listen,
Go ahead,
listen
because
to
I
me,
was trying
please.
to explain, and
Use
then everybody's
TikTok
talking
friendly
at the same
words. That's all.
So, Kat, all she's saying is don't say the GAY, like just say happy or jolly, because
She hasn't
TikTok,
said it anymore. She hasn't said it anymore.
TikTok, huh?
She hasn't said it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I would just
Yeah,
reiterate.
Kat said y'all can have it a while ago.
I thought she was finished with her comment. I'll say this again. After she said
I'm listening because I just the only question I had was I just wanted to know what corruption was, like just to break it down, like the examples. That was it.
I wanted to know.
She just didn't. I don't think she heard when we were saying not to say the GAY word. She just didn't hear him trying to tell her not to say that, to say jolly or happy. That's all. She just didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
We was trying to prevent her from saying it again. That's all.
Miss Cat, you can go ahead. We hush.
No, that's okay. Y'all go ahead.
We want to hear.
you.
I want to hear. I want to hear. I want to hear. Like I'm genuinely want to hear. Like what
I really do as well, Miss Cat. If you please,
But if she doesn't want to talk about it, she doesn't want to talk about it.
But Miss Top
I'm
Chef,
happily
we gotta
married
be
to a
quiet though,
Muslim,
because
so
I
you
mean
guys
she
can
was
have the
interrupted,
floor.
so I think she should be able to go.
And see, that's the point I'm making. I don't think she was interrupted because she put a period on the end. That's what I heard. So I don't think we interrupted her. I could be wrong.
Okay,
Well,
Miss
let's just hear her out.
Okay.
Please, Miss Cat.
Miss Cat, please.
No, y'all go ahead. Like I said, I'm happily married.
get another
So
interest.
you guys can go
Teacher,
ahead and have the
please.
floor.
Well, I'm really interested in
Me
knowing how does
too.
it work with a Christian
There it
and
is.
as well as a Muslim. Now,
Yeah.
I have heard it can work, and it does work. And from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Muslim men are allowed to have Christian wives, but
We didn't talk
Christian
about that no
wives are
more,
not
right?
allowed to have Muslim men. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm here learning. I'm here really to take in information and really hear other viewpoints of things.
I thought we were talking about a different topic. Am I?
So, as far
Yeah, I
as
think
what
we're
my
changing
husband
it.
had shared with me, yes, that is correct. Muslim men can date outside their religion, but the women cannot.
Okay.
He came from Nigeria, Miss Cat.
Yes.
Correct.
And does he have a wife in Nigeria as well?
My husband has never been married before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now he's never
Oh,
been what we would call legally married with papers or
No, my husband
married
has
through.
never had a traditional wedding. My husband has never been married legally.
Baby, she said
My
her man
husband
ain't
is
had no wives. She said her husband ain't been with nobody else like that, y'all.
my husband
so
has never been married. Period.
Right.
Traditional
I,
or legally.
I just
Let's
have an
say the man.
opinion on the corruption in the church, and this is just an opinion, and I'm gonna give my
Lord.
2.2 and drop down. It's corruption everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's just some hidden and some get exposed. We just living in a day where everything get recorded in cameras, but it's in every community, every religion, every
Right.
organization,
That's right.
um
All walks of life.
All walks
and
of life.
that's why when I go to church, I try my best to keep my eyes off Sister Watermelon Head and Brother Eggplant. Cause I'm not here for that. I'm here to serve.
There
I'm
you
here to
go.
humble myself with the people and see. And once you get healed, even if you're not even free from whatever you got going on, you still have a servitude to that religion, and that's what
Come
I
on.
go for, to serve the people in spite of what I got going on, because I do want to be better.
My
The
Lord.
goal is to get better and to do better.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm going there with
Take
a
the
humble
word of
heart
God.
to serve
Girl,
on
you
my
was
knees the people that was. I may not be all the way there, but I
a
know it's somebody behind me that was in my spot before I grew. So I want to serve them people and hug them and love on them to uplift them and say, hey, we can get to
boy.
that next spot together. So we got to
Together.
keep our
I mean,
eyes off Mrs.
we'll take
Watermelon Head.
pancakes and girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr.
Talking good,
Watermelon
then,
Head.
sis.
I can't focus on that because I got too much that I need God to work on in me.
Work on
And
me.
see, that's the
Girl,
Ooh.
hallelujah,
problem.
girl.
That's the problem. See, and that's how I
Oh.
couldn't know what corruption was happening in the church, because that ain't my goal. When I go up in there, I'm
Oh,
going to
girl,
see a
you done
man
made this woman.
about it
She
all.
told you didn't even know, but look, Rose, let's be real. 2.2, 2.2.
Mm,
We can't finish what she said because we didn't let her finish what she was saying, according to her. Now I'm
right.
like Top Chef. I thought she was done. We was finna go down through
Me
there.
too. But
But
the
she
corruption got me.
said she wasn't done.
Don't want to finish. We got to make our own assumption.
And
Right.
that's what y'all can't do though, because
No, I'm not gonna make an
because Rose just come on, Rose. You just done
That's
summed
just
the sparrow.
Well, the corruption kind of broke my heart because everybody ain't corrupt, and every organization isn't.
No.
That's what my thing
Let
is,
me
and I
let
think that
y'all want to
everybody
hear
got a
what
right to
this
serve.
preacher said today. Y'all finna be mad. Listen
What?
to what this preacher said today.
What?
So do you think, and this gonna be Sunday's topic, we ain't gonna go all the way into it tonight because I see now, Lady Row, they ready.
Hey.
What do you call compromising with the gospel?
When you're
Anything
doing
Drop it
anything
down, bro.
that's out of
anything
the will of
outside the
God.
word,
Going against what the word
anything
is.
outside of the
That's it.
word
Anything
is
outside.
Okay, so
compromise.
listen to this. Merk up, everybody. Merk up, merk up, merk up, and keep your ears to the ground. I need everybody on mute. Everybody got to go on mute. I hear static. Everybody microphone got to be microphone. Cat, there we go. Now today I ran across this. Curtis might have sent it to me, but I think I ran across it. So listen. In fact, somebody sent it to me, I think. Pastor goes viral. Listen to what this pastor said. I got to thinking about my birthday party and drag queens. Y'all hear? Here we go. Listen. It's what the pastor had to say about jolly people and drags. Hold on. Damn, let me put it on the big speaker. I forgot I took it off.
Drags or trans?
No, drag queens. Men that wear wigs. He said drag queens and men that wear wigs. Okay? Give me a second. Here we go. Tap the screen. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are not my words. This was on Facebook today.
Jesus, I hold a standard in here. Whatever you do on the house.
Hold on, damn, y'all didn't catch the beginning. Hold on, one more time.
Close. And don't come here like that no more. Thank you, Jesus. I hold a standard in here. Whatever you do on the outside is your business. And I will not let drag queens come in here. You're not going to come in here, you're going to dress like a man. Now, whatever you do on the outside, that's your business. But when you come in this house, if you're a man, dress like a man. If you're a woman, you dress like a woman. I'm not going to allow it. My salvation is more important. And God is holding me accountable. Now, whatever you do outside these doors, I don't bash, I don't judge. But when you come in here, you will not be a drag queen. Now, the Holy Ghost tells me in my spirit that this drag queen sitting here with wigs on, I'm going to ask you to be removed from the sanctuary. But you cannot, I will not play this game. You will not, I don't care if you don't clap and you don't like it, but I'm telling you. You will not be wearing wigs and heels and fooling people up in here. You can fool people by saying, I got the Holy Ghost for real. I can pick your spirit up in the back of the church.
So at the end of the day, here's my question before we jump in with 2 feet. He said a couple of things that people are not going to make knowledge to. The first thing people are going to say is, he said his house. And they're going to say that that's him not saying that that's not the house of the Lord. But I did hear him say something that he said, I have a standard to hold up to with God. So my question is this: what does compromising with the gospel look like? Because a lot of y'all going to say that the Bible said come as you are. But he is talking about your spiritual man. And a lot of people say it's the clothing that you wear, but God is not. You have to see, he ain't worried about your clothes because your clothes ain't going no way. Your clothes ain't, God is not worried about nothing that's not going to enter into his kingdom. Your clothes, your shoes, your hair, all that stuff, that is not what the word means. When he say come as you are, he talking about the spiritual man. Bring your sins to him. Bring those sins like they are. But I let y'all say what y'all want to say. But your clothes ain't going to heaven, people. So my thing is this: what does compromising with the gospel look like? Because there are some preachers out there that will not sacrifice their relationship with God for your one scripture that you have taken out of context. And that's my 2.2. So I'm going to be, okay, chill, let them know. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to recover. This is our Sunday topic when I come back home.
I feel he right though. But that's the pastor job. I'm a servant at how he addresses.
Thank you, Tam.
That's his house. You know, he make the rules, and I would agree wholeheartedly with what he's saying. But that does not change my position and my servitude.
Well,
I disagree.
Go ahead, Top.
I agree with what Rose said, because this is his establishment. And when I say that, I mean he established that house of God. So his rules will apply. And because I think he feels like if I allow this to happen, it's a free for all, and I don't believe it. And as bad as I want this, your soul, I can't accept how it's being presented to influence others. Like I'm saying, this is okay, I'm signing off on this. So I agree with the rules of his house. But a soul is a soul. That's my
point. A soul is a soul. And how does that soul get saved? How does that soul get saved if he's being put outside of the house?
Let her finish. Let her land her plane. Let her finish her word. And then you go next, Miss Mother.
And so when we do see pastors like Fred Price, he started accepting everybody, and he was ousted from the Christian community because he did that. But what he said, because the house of God is supposed to be the hospital. That's where you come and get healed. And the Holy Ghost,
Right.
if it's in you, will let you know this ain't cool no more. So, and it's not up to us, but so many of us are up into visuals. And if I let these come in, I got to keep it like this so I can keep this crowd and whoop de whoop. And some people are just open to it. And so we look at them like you just letting anybody go in the house of God. But all children are God's children, however they present themselves. And it's up to the Holy Spirit to unction them. We all have our own crosses to bear. And just because their issue or whatever it is visual, we can see it on the outside. What about the pastor that got Sister Badly pregnant in the back?
Mm-hmm.
What about the treasurer who's dipping in the front?
Mother sleeping with one of the deacons. That's
period. It's no big sin, no little sin, but we will give it a big. We will give it a big title because we can see it, and that's where I think some of us go wrong. And but for him, what he's saying, that's his prerogative, and I have no problem with him saying this is my house. He don't like to go down the
Same thing as
street.
my house. Like even with my kids, it's just certain things that I didn't allow the older ones to do around the younger ones, and that's just the bottom line. My house, you're gonna follow my rules. And I'm sorry if you don't like it, you can go ahead and make amends for yourself. Because there's certain things that you can't do in my house.
And I have pew babies, and I have two homosexual children. They were raised in the church. And at one point, my ex-husband and I were saying, where do we go wrong? It's not up to us.
I have raised my kids. I have taught them right from wrong. What they do from here on out is on them. They are accountable for what they do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's
on you. Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to do with it. I love you. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, Cindy.
But you're adult now.
That's on you.
The addict that comes in church high every Sunday, is he to be put out? He or she to be put out?
Absolutely not. That's
How can they see
this
it
is what I'm
at the
saying, because now we're judging, because we all have some level of addiction. It could be a food addiction, phone
That's what I was
addiction.
gonna say.
We all got something, whether it's showing on the outside or not. We all are suffering.
Can I say
all
this?
fall short of the glory on a daily basis. This is why we need to.
But listen to me, hear me out, because I want everybody to get clarity, because I like the conversation, it's going good. But I do want to bring, because I feel like it's very important, because I listened to it over and over today. He did not say that they could not come into the house. He said you cannot come like that.
That way.
He said take that off before you come into this house. So I do want to give him accolades, even though they're grown. I do want to give accolades that the man did not say they could not come into the house of God. He said, you're not coming. He said, if you were born a man, you'll walk in this house as a man. That's when I say compromising with the gospel, because he doesn't have to give in to flesh. So this is deep.
That's it.
Because he does not have to give in. He does not have to give in to the flesh. He's telling the man to come inside the church. So
what if you are born a hermaphrodite?
But you said what if? I'm saying what he said.
Right.
I see.
Okay.
When you say what if, say what if, you put things in there that aren't. You have to stick to the course.
But a hermaphrodite, that's a scientific genetic
So can I rebuttal what Netra just said, please? Netra, I agree with you with him saying, if you come into this house, I don't want to see you dressed as a woman if you're a man. I'm cool with that. For me, the issue that I had was the embarrassment. Because I think there's a time and place for everything, that he could have pulled that group to the side possibly and had a talk with them instead of in front of the entire church. I think that embarrassment is what's going to keep these people out of church. I just feel like certain things should have been done differently.
I don't think it didn't show that there was people
well,
there.
Let me finish.
Can I jump in a little bit?
Let me just
His house, he's the shepherd of that house.
Can I land my plane real quick? I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I want you. They didn't say it was people there.
Well, he said, I see some, or something about his spirit sees some. But what I'm saying is, he could have addressed them, in a different space, in a different place in front of everyone, and then also to tell them to get out of the church and leave the church. That's embarrassment. They wonder why a lot of people don't want to go to church.
And listen to that again.
Done different.
That's not what happened.
A whole lot of
That's
people.
what I heard.
There's a whole lot of people.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
No, nobody was in the church that was like that. He said, "My spirit sees things."
So his spirit seeing the people in the church that are possibly dressed as women.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. His spirit sees, because why would he speak on something that's not there?
But where I differ is he stood on his 10 toes down in front of his congregation, let everybody.
But he's talking to a select few, so it's still embarrassment.
But he's letting his flock.
It's still embarrassment. I feel that way. That's just my opinion. That's just my
Christ
opinion.
embarrassed people. He turned over tables with the vendors.
Again, that's just my opinion. I just think that's why a lot of people stay out of church.
Right. I agree.
And church ain't for everybody.
I would have been mad if it was a woman dressed as a man.
But then did y'all see the video where the lady got up in front of the church and apologized for being pregnant out of wedlock?
Well, yeah, that was something
rules.
totally different. We'll talk about that. I saw that, but that was totally different.
That's
too.
common, especially in
This is totally different than that. He made her get up. She was 16. That was slap out of order. Where was her parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He made her get up?
But then again, his house, his rules. Because if I didn't agree with that, I would have just went on the left and found something to accommodate into my lifestyle. Because and that's in that situation. If I had a jolly kid that I brought to church that's looking for help, and that pastor get up and tell me blatantly, "Hey, you're not welcome here. Goodbye. I've been put out of better places."
And that's embarrassment.
But he wasn't talking to the judge.
Yeah, I'm just saying in any situation.
But it doesn't matter. They're still human.
Yeah, it can be prostitution. It can be drug use. It can be whatever
That's
the case
what I'm
may
saying.
be.
There's a way to do things.
If it's blatant.
But that's not how he wants to run his house. And there are a million churches on every block. So if it doesn't work for you here, and if you're really seeking out the Lord, go find somewhere where they can accommodate.
I just feel like his heart should have been a little bit softer, because instead of trying to chase people completely away from the church, he could have addressed them differently, and they possibly could have went somewhere else.
He said they could
but
come
they
back.
could have went somewhere else that would have accepted them, but they probably don't even want to go anywhere else now. That's not true.
But then they're not seeking God.
That's not true.
No, because if you're seeking God, somebody tell me to get out of this house. I'm like, well, where can I go that accepts my type of people? I'm gonna keep seeking Him. You can't, man. That's the difference in relationship and religion. Because if I got relationship,
but if they're not there yet, if they haven't built that relationship yet, they're not strong enough to say, okay, that's fine, I'll go somewhere else. You just put someone out straight out on the street that needed to be there,
but you don't know where they get.
Can I ask you a question?
So what did God create? God created man and woman, and I get that we all have choices, but at the end of the day, we have to respect what that overseer, I'll say that, is putting in.
I respect. That's what
and
I'm saying.
I get that he said that, like everybody, the church is the hospital. Your place of worship is your hospital to go to get the help that you need. But respectfully, I took it as if, yes, you may be gay, you may be a lesbian, but I can remember growing. I'm gonna take it back a little bit and just give me a second. Growing up, all I remember was the faggots and the dykes. Use my expression. If it's a better word that I need to use, just let me know.
You might have to drop Nina because you can't use those words. So just in case,
let me drop and come back. Let me drop and come back. Okay.
So I'm put it a different way. In my household with 5 kids and all their friends from school come over and one come in sagging or whatnot, that's completely unacceptable in my home with raising my kids. And I said, hey son, da-da. I said, but you can't do that in here.
I still look at that differently. That's your home, but it's not
doing here. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sure. Can I finish? Can I land my phone? Sure. That's you. I love you. So what I'm saying is, not that I don't love that individual young man and want to see him see things differently, or not differently, but that's not accepted in my home. So when you can pull up your pants, you can come back in, eat, break bread and everything else. So I respect his house.
and how he manages it. And I would say that in front of anybody that was in the house because they know what I stand for. So I'm just trying to give another analogy about it. And the young man can't do nothing but respect it or go down the street where you can go and sag and talk crap and whatever else you do. But in this house, we don't do that. Period.
Right.
Not that you're not welcome. Not that you're not welcome. You can come back like I accepted in my house, but you're not gonna do this in my house like this. I don't represent like that. And I don't think there was anything wrong with what he said. May not agree with it, but I don't feel like anything wrong with what he said about his house. Because some people don't agree with me about
also accepted and ordained to save souls. So I just feel like the way he did it, again, this is my opinion, the way he did it to me was wrong. I felt like it could have been done a different way, a softer way, a more private way. And if they decided they wanted to leave the church and not come back and they could not respect him saying, you wear the clothing that fit what you were born, who you are, that male or female, he could have had that talk. And if they came back to his church like that he could have possibly put him out. He could have done something then, but you have to be soft with people.
No, what I'm hearing from you, Empress, is the delivery. But
I was going to say that
Christ wasn't no. Let me accommodate
he turned over tables.
God wasn't soft.
We get this image of him.
No, at all.
He wasn't soft. And that's where we water down the word. That's why people think they can do whatever they want to do and come present. Because we give a word that accommodates everybody so them dollars keep rolling in.
Jesus, check people.
Good evening.
He checked people. He didn't play with
touched on what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just saying, the Bible speaks to him turning. He got so upset he turned over tables. He was the inventor of furniture moving. Okay, he stood on business. Keep in mind, this man walked amongst some pretty, gung-ho people.
God demanded
which requires
the slaughter of certain people. But we have watered down the word to accommodate ourselves and to build the masses and collect the dollars. Church now is a business, it's an enterprise. It's no longer there to serve the people as what it was intended to. Because if you're really a disciple, it says go out, go out.
Go out.
We look at like they're crazy on the street corners, preaching. That is what God has commanded. But we have monetized Christianity.
Right. The church is a storehouse.
Relationship and not religion.
So
the
God
church is a storehouse.
He has many, I guess, sides to him. God was firm. God talked. God was meek.
He is omnipotent. You can't even describe it. He's omnipotent.
Hold on. He was meek and humble. God said, meek and humble shall I draw thee. So with that being said, there's so many ways.
Can I have the source of that scripture?
Might be already.
I can give you the source. I have to go get my Bible. But at the end of the day, that's what it says in the Bible. However, he said, meek and humble and childlike, that you enter the kingdom of heaven. Also,
because he chases those who
he loves. Right.
And chasing is discipline.
That part right there.
That ain't nice.
No, it's not.
It says the meek and humble shall inherit the earth.
Yes. So this is what I'm saying. Just
it's more to the scripture.
May I finish, please?
Well, I was just saying, I'm in the background. I'm just saying it's more to that scripture.
So with that being said, I think it's a way that he should have did it or could have did it, but the way he runs his house, we don't know what God told him and how the Spirit of God talked to him and how he said what he said. But when he gives you something, when the Holy Spirit gives it to you, you tell a dream like a dream.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
There you go. So he has to do what he's done. However, me being a person, I think, and that's just my thought, he didn't tell him he couldn't come back, told the person they couldn't come back. He gave him an option, come back and come back.
That's what Netra said.
And at the ending of the day,
that's what I'm saying.
I believe, I know growing up in church, that the motherboard, if you came with a short skirt, they had
They was a
and
lap
they put it,
covering.
yes, they did, but they didn't talk to you funny. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
make you feel a certain kind of way. And
Mm-hmm.
then they talked to the people, and I was one of them. And they say, baby, if you don't have no clothes, we can. And the motherboards, they went on ahead and bought clothes for
Mm-hmm.
the people who needed it. And it's not, and maybe that was the era or the time or whatever there, but I can't tell a person how to run their structure of what God has told them. I heard what Top Shelf said. I was like that. You can hang, but you can't do this and you can't do that. And either you respect it, don't come back, or you fall in line. It is what it is. But
And
I
one verse that's
believe,
so profound with that, I just want to just tap in it and I'm gonna let you go. But one verse that comes to mind when I think about that,
yes, ma'am.
the Bible say my sheep will hear my voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
profound.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
Yes, ma'am.
even if you have a pastor, that pastor is the pastor over that sheep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
So if you were appointed to that person and that person was appointed to you, you would understand the structure. So that just means that you should, be somewhere else because you're not hearing that shepherd's voice, and it's one out there that you may be more relatable to.
That's exactly what I
Yes,
said.
ma'am. I agree with that. And it's just so many things I agree and disagree with. And me personally, I just continue to keep praying for that soul, because at the end of the day, you don't know where that person was at that moment, spiritually, where he or the person just in general could be saying this is the last thing, or don't know if God was sending that person there. Nobody knows, but I do know, or if he was on his last whim, we don't know.
There he would have got what God had for him.
Right. So with that being said, I'm on a balance of, but I also have to respect the pastor or the bishop of the house, and either find another church or whatever. But I just continue to keep praying. When I heard about it, I prayed for that person's soul and their spirit, because that's more important to me.
Right.
Yeah. And that could be your ministry. Everybody ministry different. Like
Different.
my ministry ain't like just some things I just don't like to do. Like I'm not on the kitchen ministry. My cooking ain't my thing. You know? Uh
Amen to
there's
that.
some it's just different areas that people can serve in and that they good in, and your gift should surely find you out.
Yes, ma'am. And
So
I
the
agree with
cousin,
that.
Cash just asked a question real quick. So what does come as you are mean?
Your
It's your
spiritual
He just
man.
spirit.
wants to know
It's
what
a,
it
Spiritual
means.
man,
it's
not
your
your
Let's
soul.
hear
soul.
me out. Let me say something. To me, my opinion, because I'm not gonna say I'm the best Bible scholar in the world, but when the spiritual, our spirit man is what's gonna rise. Our flesh, the Bible say you have to die to flesh daily. Your flesh is not going into heaven or hell. You're a spiritual man. So when he said, "Come as you are," he's saying whatever condemns you, your sin, bring your sins to him. Don't worry about trying to clean yourself up going to God. He wants you like you are. He wanted the prostitutes. He wanted the bums. He wanted the hobos. He wanted the poor, the rich, the sick, the shut in. But people will tell you that you have to look a certain way or you have to go cleaned up. He wants you filthy. He said we're filthy rags. Like we go back to where he created us from. So that's just my opinion. So when you go to God and you come as you are, you're not to clean up nothing.
Right. Right.
No sin. You take it to him
That's
because
it.
it's a stronghold. It's a you wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's a
Right. It
stronghold.
is a stronghold.
High
Mm-hmm.
things, like things that are high. So you
Yes.
have to know that those things are beyond your reach. So you have to go filthy.
That's
And
right.
that's just my 2.2.
No, you said it
That's
right, Miss
absolutely
Netra.
right.
You
Love it,
said it
Nitra.
right,
That was
Miss
on point.
Netra. That was very on point.
You
You
hit
said it
the
right.
nail on the head. Because
But a
ain't
lot of
nobody out here
people,
working this earth perfect, and
a
you
lot
just
of people,
gotta
nobody is perfect. A
work
lot of
towards the
people
mark.
think that the word of God should line up to what they want him to line up, but it's the other way around. We're supposed
Right.
to line up to his word
Yes, right.
and follow him and be obedient. But I just, like I said, I continue to keep praying. And, when you don't know, it's good that you ask questions, Empress, that you don't know.
I got one commentary.
Oh,
I thought about it. We also have to realize because the people that are in there with the wigs or however they're presenting themselves, they might not be there for a deliverance. They might be there just to seek God. So
That's
regardless
it.
of okay, you hear what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, but I am who I feel I am. I'm not here for that. I'm here to seek God. I am comfortable with my wig on
right.
and how I'm presenting. They don't feel like that may be their issue. So we have to also accept people for right where they're at.
That's
Some
right.
people go in there as drug addicts and know they're a drug addict and know they need deliverance.
Right.
Some people, you know what I'm saying? So these
Right.
people may be walking in their truth. And
Right.
so for you to tell them to take that off, okay, I need to go somewhere else because I'm not taking it off because I don't think that's my problem. So let me go somewhere where they can accommodate who I'm representing or presenting as and accept me, and I still want the word of God because that's who I'm seeking ultimately.
Right.
And then when you give them the opportunity to seek God ultimately, and the Holy Ghost is in them, you let the Holy Ghost change us. We can't change nobody.
Come on.
I'm trying to tell you,
It's
and
done.
No,
that's what the
but they
problem
might have
is.
been there for a deliverance from their wig and their lifestyle. They might have just been there to seek God. So we also have to consider that. Just because you walk in like that doesn't mean, oh, no, don't address that with me because this is who
We're
I
so
feel
quick
I
to
am.
But
judge.
God also said he reigns on the just and the unjust also.
Because we all
He
unjust. We
does,
all right.
but we
So
still gotta lift up a standard, though.
that it
I
is
do wrong
lifting up
stuff
a
every day.
standard.
That's why I thought he was right in doing what he did because he
Yeah,
lifted up his standard.
but he has, and then you also have to also look at too. He probably has a lot of young people there. You know, again,
We
I,
can't assume he might
well,
have a
I'm
house
just saying,
full of sister wig, bad wig, and mothers.
I'm just saying, and
Yeah, he
I
may
can
have had
say
a woman that looked like a man.
probably.
That's what I
But
said. You just
I
never know.
know in my church we had somewhat similar that happened in my church, and they allowed the person and stayed right. With that being said, try the spirit by the spirit, and it became a distraction in the church, and so that's when the bishop decided to talk to the person and letting the person know, but he did pull the person aside and
What's the
talk
rest
to
of that
them.
scripture, man?
What happened, chef? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you chef.
That's right. You said he said try the spirit.
Try
What's
the
the
spirit by the spirit. That means
But he
he
said to
he
know.
waited.
But there's also more to that
Discernment.
scripture. He
Yeah,
said
it is
try the spirit by the spirit to know whether it be
what
of
is
God.
God, and what the person was giving, it wasn't that. It was something totally different, and it was a stronghold. But he pulled the person aside because he still had mercy and grace for the person. However, when the person left, they began to pray over the church because it's a spiritual thing.
See,
Okay.
and even in the old church, they rebuked and reproached on the spot. You
On the
know,
spot.
we living in a sensitive time, and we gonna have to go back to eating pretty soon with what we got going on out here. And a rebuke and reproach is gonna be in order.
But do
And
you
you
think
can't be
people,
afraid.
I
You
guess,
gotta say what you mean and mean what you
mean
say,
what
and
you
that's one
say?
thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say what I mean, and I'm gonna mean what I say.
That's
And if
called
I
not
said it, I'm
compromising
gonna
with the
stand
gospel.
behind what I said.
And
Um,
it's not
And
always
that
warm
goes back
fuzzy.
to what Netra
So
said.
neat.
Miss
Oh,
Netra
sorry. Go
said.
ahead, Ben.
I said that goes back to what Miss Netra said.
Right.
Is what he's compromising, his spirit with God. Um, and that's like I said, I can't tell a person how to do. I don't think nobody can. It's by their own free will.
So Cash asks Netra, so a person like Candy would fall in where?
Candy?
Yeah.
Well, Candy, that's something that. Oh, y'all don't want to go
That's
deep. Oh,
personal.
y'all don't want to go. Yeah.
I wouldn't even speak on it.
I think we should go
There
there.
is a word.
I wouldn't even speak on it.
What's that word? It start with an R. It's not the one that you
No
get.
respect of a person.
No.
No, what?
A reprobated
Reprobate.
mind.
A reprobated mind. I knew that's where you was going with that.
I mean, but you got to
Reprobation?
tell us. You asked the question, but this is just my spiritual opinion. So that is something that's going to be between her and him, because you got to remember he destroyed a whole. He destroyed a whole community, a whole, but he also.
That wasn't one.
But that's not the only sin that was destroyed. I think that's the only sin that everybody focuses on. But that's not the only sin that is an abomination to God. Like, that's an abomination, but there are other sins that are abominations too.
Like when they created that altar, he killed
Anything
them
that's
too.
not forgiven, anything that you. I'm trying to help them. Anything that you don't ask for forgiveness for, you can consider that. You know what I'm saying? A stronghold. But my thing is this with that. When he turns you over to that mind, it's because he's already, to me, my opinion, he's already giving you warning.
Right.
And so when God, and it's that they used to say growing up, omission. Willingly sin, like you keep asking, repetitiveness. And so it's after a while when you go to them, because you got to think about it. Anytime you go to somebody and you keep questioning about the same thing, at some point you got to know it's wrong in it, because if you will have ease at it, this is just me. So I believe in my spiritual mind that it comes a point where after we've asked him and he's given us clear answer, then he turns his deaf ear to you and you figure it out on your own, because he's already given you the answer, because you wouldn't keep coming to ask him. The thing is, we keep going back to God because the answer that he gave us the first time ain't the one that we want to hear.
That we want
Because
it.
that one there is not satisfying to the flesh. The flesh wants to be satisfied. So what the flesh does is hold on to that makes it feel good. And that's just my 2.2.
And you know what, Miss Netra? Another thing, too, with that R word that you just stated, I don't even like using that word loosely. It be, when you have, unlocked and you've been behind the veil and you've really tasted and seen miracle signs and wonders and what he really capable of, and you misappropriated. I believe that he dropped you then too. Drop you dead on your lip.
Yes.
See, on this conversation, and then I want to give it back to Top Chef. A lot of people stop me from really going there because I always say that it's an abomination to God. And they said, but all sin is abomination. It is. But you have to think about which one made him destroy a whole city. So you got to think about it. You can walk. The devil walked before God, and God stopped him and said, where are you going? He said, I'm looking for. So they let you know that you can walk around with the sin, but there is a such sin that God will destroy a whole community for, and we saw it in the Bible. So when I say the abomination, the sin is a sin, it is an abomination, but which one does he destroy completely? And that's my 2.2.
That is the good 2.2 right there. With that, I'm going to say good night and get down in the comments.
Yes,
That was
I'm
good,
gonna say
Netra.
good night too.
Okay,
that
we
was
can
real
change the
good.
subject, girl, because I don't want,
pleasure.
you know what I'm saying? We can go somewhere else if I want to.
That was good.
That was
That
real
was
good.
excellent. I
good
really
to me.
enjoyed myself.
Because I probably need to do some repenting myself. But you got to stay with a repentant heart. Like for real.
Humbly and boldly for the throne and repent.
He don't separate sin, baby. Do you hear me? Go steal a piece of bubble gum and try to lay down tonight. Your conscience gonna ride you. If you're not used to stealing, your conscience gonna ride you just like you went and stole somebody's car without asking to drive it.
That part.
It's still gonna be a sin.
God will whoop he'll whoop your spirit.
Baby, he will whoop you.
Yeah, he will whoop you.
He gonna eat
He'll
you
whoop
alive.
your spirit. He do. And he say, now you know better. I ain't gonna give you no rest, no peace until you confess your sins.
And baby, when he whoop you, you about being beat to death almost.
And that's why I don't close my eyes without acknowledging it, and I don't open. Once I open them, I acknowledge them as soon as everything. Because I know I'll be living on the edge, baby. Listen, I will go there, and it's no secret at all. I'll be on the edge sometime, right on the border. So I gotta stay praying every time I get ready to move. I gotta think about them because that's just me. But I got my own relationship with them.
Yes, girl.
And I keep it. And you know what? You know my. You know what? One thing about Balaam, remember the one in the Bible? He had the right intentions, but the wrong motive. I just asked God to keep my motive good. You understand me? Make me keep me and without malice. That's it. That's all. Shoot.
We listen, but we don't judge.
Amen. Hello. Goodbye.
I wish that was true, but hey, amen.
Well, you know what? I don't even care about being judged now because the church's supposed to judge the world.
I
That's
was
the
finna
thing.
say a lot of people get mad about it, but he left judgment up to the church.
The church is supposed to be judging us, you know, and it's a shame we got them in a position where they scared to
They
say
scared to judge
anything
because everybody to that right there.
with
He
the
without
cameras and
sin, let him
sensitive.
cast the first stone and all that. But that's people that don't know the scripture.
The Bible.
Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, people
Word, or
just quote
haven't
scriptures
studied.
but don't get into
I agree.
a deep depth of not. You got to have knowledge. He said,
About the
"Study
meaning
so
behind
thou
it.
shalt thyself approve."
Oh,
A
And so
workman
you,
that needed not to be ashamed
yes,
and rightly divide the word.
rightly divide the
You gotta
word.
rightly divide that word. You got to. You
And
know,
so
even
what? Yes, and a lot of people just say what sound good to them. Well, the Bible say he without sin cast the first stone, but you got to go in depth with that. You got to go in
right.
depth.
That's very true.
So I got
Like
my
you said,
move on.
sis, study the word to show yourself approved. And wisdom and knowledge
That's it.
are priceless. They're pearls. And so you have to study to show yourself approved. Get your own wisdom and revelation and your own knowledge in the
You
word.
know what?
He said, "Be not deceived, for
So that you
God
can't
is not
be bamboozled.
mocked."
Yeah. You know what? One thing I'm grateful for, you know, my grandparents, they have a lot of money to leave me or nothing like that, but they did leave me a Bible. They left me a little foundation to go off of when I needed it, and
Yeah.
that's better than silver and gold to me. And I mean that with the bottom of my heart.
That part.
I mean that.
did they write Rose? Did
Left
they
you with
write
faith.
Did they write letters in their Bible? Or write
Oh well, I got an old school Bible with the golden scripture when they had their name on it, and when
name
you
on it?
open it up, the
Yes,
family tree in there. I
yes.
got that.
I have one of those too.
Yes, ma'am.
That my mom, she wrote letters to God petitioning, and I have that. I have those letters and the pictures. They put pictures in the Bible and pray Psalms 51, Psalms 23, John 13 and 16. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you a fun fact too. This is the one thing you'll know about Ro is I got a Bible in every room, a journal to write from the Bible in every room. I know I need him, and he working. You know, he working on me. You know, I ain't what I used to be. I can say that,
That part.
and I can cuss, and I can go low. Listen, I will send somebody to hell in the handbasket real quick, for real.
But
You
the
said
thing
somebody
about
with
our
faith.
God and Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you just go and repent.
Yep. I told you I got to stay with a repentant heart and always be praying because let me tell you something. My mouth, listen, I will go there, honey. And I be trying not to, but it's just some deep down inside. And sometimes he do that to expose what is down on the inside of you, what you need to work on. So I'm glad he exposing those little cracks and crevices that's down in there. No, I still got some stuff to work on, for real.
Also know it's the intent and
He
motive because he knows your
knows.
heart. You cussing somebody, yeah, he knows your heart. So we
It's
have to be
time to
intentional
purge.
about our motives and our inner desire. What's my inner motive? What am I really trying to do? What am I really trying to accomplish? You know, am I really trying to hurt them versus
It is February
help?
5th. Did that lady bring that money? Is we dragging tomorrow or not?
When I seen that live,
See,
man,
there I go.
Girl, I'm being
I'm
nosy.
watching the lives when the laws first get there, nigga, they ram the door and shit.
I'm so nosy.
We'll talk about that
This is
probably
about being
I'm
tomorrow.
trying to
nosy.
be nosy.
Well, good night, y'all. Let me go ahead and drop out so I can get up in the morning. Miss Netra, safe
Okay.
travel.
We done lost a lot of
Everybody have
we
a
done
Oh,
lost
it's
some
all right.
folks.
you have a blessed night.
Mm-hmm.
Safe travel, Miss
Exactly.
Netra.
One thing we're not gonna
Yeah,
do
we got
is
every once in a
deny
while
the
we got
most
to touch
high.
on it. We don't know all the time, so it's all good. They'll be all right. Only people that run from the word,
Flee.
yeah, you can't run
Who
from the
must
word
flee?
because you can't, like you just can't run from it.
So what
You
are
know.
you doing?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good to me. It's the explanation behind it that helps.
It was good to me too.
It really was.
It was. It was good to me.
That's right.
Iron
And
sharpens
iron
iron,
sharpens iron.
and don't know none of us know everything. So mixing knowledge with knowledge is more
Exactly.
knowledge.
That's right.
Different
That's
points
right.
of view,
Hmm.
different revelations. Yeah.
I loved it.
That is good.
Well, you have a safe trip, Miss Netra. God bless you. Safe travels.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No
I'm
worries.
excited. I'm packing my bags now. Just
I'm so excited for you. You have a good time wherever you're going.
Hey, tell him he can do them now. He can do them
You feel
non-permanent
relieved
first.
if you get the
what you say,
bags back.
sis?
You gonna feel
Yeah, I
some
will.
relief after you get the bags back.
Really, everything is
That
almost
pressure
new.
off your
So,
shoulders.
like
Mm-hmm.
Curtis said, everything new. So, like I got I bought me like this gray, like long johns to wear up under my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my look.
You
I got
going
my
for the
winter
crack,
gear.
right?
See,
Netra prepared. She ain't gonna feel the cold.
so
Yeah.
I got that.
I
I
ain't playing
got
with y'all.
that in brown. I bought
Gloves?
it in brown, pink, gray, black. Girl. So I got gloves. I
You
got
get
the
the
winter gloves
gloves.
that
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, good. Because
I got two
in your
pair. I
feet,
got
or you
snow
get snow
boots.
boots.
Let me show you
are
these
you
snow
going to
boots.
the snow?
See, I thought about wearing these to
Your
the
feet and
airport. I got
hands
my
get
little
cold and
Timberlands,
run.
but these ain't snow.
Them are
They're
cute.
just- And it's
Yeah,
60
but you're not gonna
degrees.
be out
So,
in the elements. You just gonna
but
go
we
get.
are going to. I got these
Oh, them are
Mm-hmm.
pretty.
white, and then I got another pair. These my favorite right here. I got these right here.
Oh, them are cute. I
Those are
like
cute.
those. You gonna wear those tomorrow?
I like those.
Not there. I'm gonna be comfortable
Okay.
on the airplane,
Them are cute. Them
but
are
I got
really cute.
these.
I
Those are
like
sharp.
those.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, keep your hands and your feet
Hmm.
warm
Wherever
and
you
And
late.
I
going,
got,
have
of course, I got my earmuffs. I got my eye gear.
She got
Netra ain't playing with them
yeah.
slopes.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna go down now.
Listen, they Curtis.
I'm telling you.
He,
He said,
listen, they Curtis talking
I'm
about
a
I ain't
look
gonna go
good on
down
these
there. He
slopes,
know.
honey.
Be
She gonna look
standing
cute.
watching.
She gonna
Huh?
look cute doing it.
Stay in the
Yeah,
That's
lodge,
just
right.
stay in
stand
the
watching
lodge and drink
everybody else go
toddies.
down them. Do you hear
And
me?
you
Yeah.
gonna look
In
cute
the
doing it.
lodge and
That's all
drink
that
at the
matters.
Yeah,
bar.
I'm gonna be
Take
standing
pictures.
there all geared up
Right.
just to stay on the ground.
And take them pictures.
Period.
I was here.
Yeah, I was right here watching them.
But if they get the inner tubes, you can do the
Yeah.
inner tube.
Oh, you
I
ain't
wouldn't
got to worry
suggest
about it,
skiing though.
Shooky.
I would.
Shit. I done already made up my mind before I get there. I'm not going up there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Look, I
You
got
can
the
do the
pink
bunny
one.
run
Look.
and walk up with the little rope and go.
Yeah, that's a pretty pink.
I
That's
got some
cute.
great pants to wear with this.
Did you get any
Some
bibs?
bibs.
Bibs.
What you mean?
Yeah. They're like bibs. They're so if you're gonna be on the mountains, you need bib. Well, you don't need them, but that's what you need bibs,
Oh
and they got
yes,
straps
yes,
that
I
come up
got
like
that. Okay,
overalls, and they got the straps.
that's what you call them. Oh, okay,
No,
Yeah.
I just
okay.
call
You
them
talking about
little snow pants. I didn't know what they were
Bibs.
called bibs. I just learned something new today.
you
Uh-huh.
talking about this stuff? Well, if you can see it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, I got
Yes.
those. I ordered
Yes.
something that didn't come. That's why I had to go
Yes.
shopping at Dick's the other day. But I have those. I bought that black pair. I have that black one.
Like,
I
that's what I'm
have
talking
some
about.
gray
You got it.
pants like that and a pair of black ones. I ordered orange and green. I bought yellow. Girl, I had all colors. That's I thought would be real pretty in the snow, but
Any turtlenecks? No.
no, I didn't do no
Any
turtlenecks.
turtlenecks?
I'm gonna take my scarves.
That's okay. That's okay. But you got your bibs. That's good because layering is what you. This is what I've learned. When I go skiing or whatever, or go to the mountains, you layer and you can always peel it off as you go. But you want to go layered, and that keeps you warm.
Yeah, I
Your
got
feet
plenty.
gotta be warm.
Yeah, I
Otherwise,
got plenty of socks. I went
ruins
back and got
everything.
more socks today.
Most importantly, you got that Vaseline Carmax Aqua 4.
Sure do.
Yeah, yes.
But you know my lips gonna be red.
Oh, I know that.
You know
All
them.
right. And she gonna be sitting up drinking toddies,
Yeah, for
watching
real.
people come down the slopes.
In real life. In real life, y'all already know.
That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you got the exact right
Yeah,
here.
you know, I
Good for
went
you.
Googling to see what to wear in the snow.
That's what you
Yeah,
do.
I went to see what I'm gonna wear in the snow. And I got me plenty of jogging suits. I took me some because 60 degrees. Me with my hot natured ass, that's pretty much what I'll be in. Joggers, unless I'm going to some real ice. But I'm excited.
Deal.
So
This is
who's gonna go live? Since PJ, I don't know if PJ is or you, Top Shelf. I don't know if anybody want to pick up the roses.
It's up to him. If he wants to go, I'll follow.
Yeah, so that way I can get off and start doing what I need to do.
You want to go live, and I'll follow you.
It's up to you. It's up to you, nephew.
I went live earlier for 4 hours. I can't do it again.
PJ, you want to hold it down for a couple hours and then we give it to Top Shelf? However y'all want to do it. It don't make me no never mind. One of y'all. Y'all, I think we hurt Liz top feelings. Ain't nobody seen her or nothing.
I have not. I think so.
Yeah, I think Liz
Who,
came in
Liz?
on that fake
Why, what
page the other
happened?
day playing with her. And we called her.
She was in my
She don't
live
come back
this
around,
morning.
though, do she, y'all?
What happened? Did I miss something?
Well, she came over to somebody live the other day, and we were having a discussion, and I think they kept cutting her off, and somebody in the comment section kept saying, "Let Liz talk. Why y'all not letting Liz talk or something?" But then a fake page came in and said, FAAFO. FAFO. We didn't know either. Somebody told us, but they forgot the A. Let's fuck around and find out.
Yeah. No, Liz had already dropped. She had already dropped from the panel. She was already gone.
Do you know what time it is up in here if you can't talk?
She
Wrestling
should have
trying
been
to
here
get our
tonight to
point
see how it went
across.
down.
You know what happens, how this goes.
You gotta fight to get in.
Sometimes.
Everybody be wanting to talk. We don't be meaning no harm by it.
I know.
Everybody be wanting to talk.
At all.
So she ain't been back, child.
Oh, well.
Neither have a lot of other people that I pay attention to and just don't say nothing. So I figure it'll be all right. Yeah.
You gotta take a licking and keep on ticking. That's why I say John is solid. He
John
come
don't
right
give a damn.
John is
It's a lot of us
he's
don't
solid,
care. You
like
hear me?
whatever.
Look at me. Shit, care to come and cuss me out. I went right on to the birthday party. Some of us ain't got no sense. Yeah, look, some of us ain't got no sense, do we?
You're taking pictures with him. Come on.
Yeah, stand up in there grinning.
I'm standing on principle. I'm standing on principle.
Stand up in there grinning, looking at that big ass rice on the plate.
I don't care about what you
Okay, I'm
care
here
on
for principle, baby.
Right.
Don't nobody care about you cussing me out.
Right.
Hear it.
That's it.
Because I know who I am. Because I know who I am. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm considering the source. Goofy ass.
He ain't ran into no women like us ever. He used to whooping them. We whooping his ass with our tongue.
Ooh,
What did I miss?
He used to whooping the hell out of folk. We whooping the shit out of them, y'all.
I told you you need a man. Real men don't deal with women
Not
like
at all.
that.
Not at all.
You know, I'm gonna say this in this house. Bitches with dicks.
Oh God.
Dang.
Put him out the chat.
Girl, I ain't heard that word in forever. Yes. You know, so his feminine side is just exploding and crossing out.
Curtis said, boy.
I just came back to tell you have a safe trip, Netra,
Thank you. I
and enjoy
appreciate
yourself.
y'all.
Enjoy
And
yourself.
thank you to everybody that gave me in the Cash App. I really appreciate it. Y'all just don't know how much. I'll be able to do something extra because of y'all. Y'all just don't know how much. I'll be able to do something extra because of y'all. Y'all just don't. Who's Diane? She come up here all the time and don't never say a word. Like we don't know that. She come
Lord.
She come all the time, y'all. And never say.
Good night,
I
everybody.
might as well drop her because she don't never say nothing. So, Paul, who's going live? Top Chef, Paul, where we going? Empress?
I'm not doing it again.
No.
I did 4 hours.
Empress, you did 4 today?
I did 4 hours. We was all up in there trying to figure out something. Lost together, but we did it.
I'm proud of you.
I stayed until you came on. Anitra, I swear I looked at my other phone. I was checking my other phone every 30 minutes to see if you was live. As soon as I saw that live, I said, Netra live. Netra live. Let's go.
Now get the hell out.
Let's go, girl. I hit that button so fast.
Relief.
So, Empress, you should call your room the pyramid.
The pyramid. Okay, that's cute too. They were calling it the headquarters. And then
I
said
like the pyramid because of your name. Somebody needs to do like to have the pyramids, the gold. I like the pyramid.
Cute. I
like
love that. I love that. Yeah,
I've been
I love
waiting to name somebody room the pyramid. So there you go.
Okay, that's cute. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yes, I like that. Feel real queenish. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Royalty.
Yes.
Yeah, so we got the pyramid now on the headquarters. Okay, come through, FOE.
Yes, and I need me a backdrop with a girl in the what's the clothing called?
Like Cleopatra.
Like Cleopatra with all the gold. Oh,
hey, brown eyes.
Nefertiti, the black one.
Like Nefertiti, yes.
Yeah, Berta's born. That'll be nice, Berta.
Oh, Berta's born. That's cute. I like
Berta's
that.
born.
Berta's born.
All the little animals in the backdrop. That's cute.
Quay talking about we named her shit the corner. Quay's corner. Who named Quay? Javon? Quay, who named her?
Corner.
Thank you, Shannon. Who named Quay Corner? Was it Javon? I can't think of who named.
I don't know who named it. Oh, she said she thinks Javon did.
I think Javon named Quay's Quay Corner. Yeah. PJ got Paul. PJ's penthouse.
Quay got the corner now. Quay, we're going to have to change that.
Quay's Corner. I like it. It fit now. Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Quay, yeah. Somebody took it, didn't they, Quay?
It got a ring to it. I like it.
So, I like Quay's Corner, though. Okay, y'all. So, where we going? We got to shut down so I can get a wake-up call. I know Empress will call, too. So,
What
I got
time?
to have a wake-up call. I'm going to try to hang in there with y'all. We got to get on the road at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Wait, at what time?
6
Wake up.
a.m.
Flight's at 11, yep. 6 a.m.
You want to get up at 5?
Yep.
All right.
You know, 5 or 6?
I'm going to get up at 5 because we need to be in the car at 6.
Okay. Oh.
And I'm going to be playing with this pen and make this dry part lay down. Yeah. Okay, well, I love y'all. Somebody finna go live. Where we going?
PJ, are you
PJ,
going?
where we going? We going to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, let's head over to the penthouse.
Here we come, PJ.
Okay, I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Too. I'll call you in the morning. Call you at 5.